Predict and aduh, kus.
In, trying to hit that Sunstrike, not gonna happen. Not me is gonna die to the Rays.
Very volatile lane up here. Yeah. You're trying to bait with wand charges and all these Lotuses and Fairy Fires. Both teams are thinking about this Sunstrike a lot. The aggressive mana mechanic pays off here, and Yatoro, he's just getting his regen burned down here, even if he survives.
Realm hit, it's gonna be close call. Couldn't get through the cold embrace heal.
He does a lion.
TP's in. What'd you make of the lion pickup anyway? Not a hero that we see a whole lot of.
Definitely an outlier for this event. It was performing pretty well over the course of the year at various points, and then fell off for this tournament in the last month in general. It is a good Sunstrike setup. It is a hero that historically has worked well for Spirit. Not necessarily this iteration, but just as a team concept. Always gives you that instant hex potential, which is, again, if you're playing with confidence, if the other team is perhaps tilting a little nervous, Lion does take advantage of that. I think it could pose problems for the Ember in this game. Maybe the Doom on the Blinken. You don't free BKB, which we've seen a lot of this event. Yeah. Things like this. This hero can make a huge impact from a low position.
Kalau Sydney di setengah cok.
If they play well, give us
Dua kali
like they did in
lipat
game 2, and then this support duo can really cause vision problems. They just end up in some open skirmishes in jungle areas or get run over on the map by this Ember. It could become a liability pretty fast because they need some early items to really come online. I think both of these supports need a blink to really play the fight well.
Love that. You probably used the line. You're not panicking, are you?
Brandingnya cuma benar satu.
In this laning phase,
Ini daerah lain Spirit.
laning phase.
Vision di sini kalah.
As you said, Team Spirit have never been a team very dependent on a lane phase.
It's a very big lane window, which is causing you a little concern. Mainly just how much the Sven is getting bullied bottom. I think Underlord getting bullied, whatever. Invoker's always going to lose some of the early CS to make it up with Sunstrike kills. Yatoro getting bullied. It's uncommon to lose your safe lane in this path. Don't see it happen to a lot of teams and players when you have so many options at your disposal to just dominate the lane. So that's a big sacrifice to make. There's some payoff here with the Wyvern coming online later, giving a lot of room for this off-lane duo vision to maybe gain some momentum and snowball this game.
Lah, suaranya. Mau begini.
Oh, the ward's gonna get dropped. They just immediately gonna deward it. Not me. Spotted by that one. The Underlord Collapse is trying to pull waves, but okay, they say, all right, two can play that game. We can also try lane, try and catch Collapse, stop him from pulling at least.
I actually really dislike that keeping flank fire. Because this is not a lane the Underlord can enter no matter what. You can leave the SF up your solo and the Underlord can't enter. So if anything, you want to bring supports elsewhere in this game. This is relieving pressure from the Sven, who was the one suffering the most.
Notice is tanky enough to survive though. Double gauntlets
Oh,
and two bracers. He just raw HP is all it takes.
That is a tanky boy early on. They are going to be able to rotate these supports into mid, which is a great point of attack. Anytime you kill this Invoker early, sitting duck, Ember automatically gives you the gap close. It's a 6-minute power rune as well. So there's a lot to fight for here. Side of vision.
Good use of the Forge Spirits to pull the creeps back. He will not be able to contest the power runes at all. A regen for an Ember Spirit. This is already starting fantastic for no one.
Dyer's middle
tower. A lot of times.
1 CS for Satanic.
He's just absolute free farm up there, which You know, I don't know the exact stat for how often Vision win when Satanic has an MP play.
Yeah, I mean.
Exactly what it's been, but it's got to be quite hot. This is what Vision want. They want the attention around mid. The two side laners to just free farm, scale, let no one control the pace of the game. Here, can rotate the supports back top. They want this SF kill with the Sunstrike on top.
This would fix so much of the damage. They've got him in place. The Sunstrike's going to land. They surely have enough damage. They're going to stop the Requiem. That's good enough.
Wisdom Shrine is getting contested off this kill. That is the bigger prize. Spirit needed that early SF kill. However, they're going to sacrifice some experience to get the job done. Both shrines are going to go Vision's way here.
Level 6's supports on Vision going to be a whole lot faster than Team Spirit. That's for sure. Unless they can get more core pickoffs, cover that experience.
That kill was almost more important for collapse than it was shutting down the SF. Thunderlord needed something out of this laning phase. Yeah. That was a big boost. He's going to get to farm another wave, hold his camp, kind of reset the wave. Satanic, he's got to think twice about stepping up here again if you don't know where these supports are lingering. Nice little rotation. And honestly, Spirit, they relieved a lot of the pressure in this laning phase that was going into the Sven too. With these Vision supports going top, Coral gets to farm bottom. These little things stabilize that game. This was a 2K lead for Vision a minute and a half ago. Weren't able to snowball it forward. So the game's stabilizing for Spirit right now. Gotta, again, look towards the Ember, look towards the power runes. Try and connect something with no one here.
Glass pops out underneath the tower. Quickly Hex stunned, but they do not try and kill him, knowing that the Ember Spirit is going to be trying to run them down. Another power rune to work with. The Ember Spirit is just going to be the strongest hero in the game for quite some time if he's able to get every single power rune.
He's going to get every power. You're just not contesting two supports behind this guy with an Invoker and a Winter Wyvern. It's not happening. You're just hoping he doesn't get the early haste and amp damage, which he didn't. He got Regen Arcane. A little weaker here for sure. Close. You have Doom available.
Spirit jumps after Not Me, caught him on the other side of the tower.
Easy pickoff. This is a very dangerous area for Spirit to linger. I think you're either getting something done here or you are just defensively bailing Laurel out. But you don't want to just linger around the river against this Ember. The death sentence.
He's basically playing Forge Spirit instead of his hero. His hero is always pretty far back, and he just keeps using the Forge Spirit to draw the aggro. Prevents too much tower damage being done.
Can also block the arrow off the chains combo, so he has a little defensive capability on his own.
He will certainly not have any sort of recovery. I mean, Vision have full control of the triangle in case there was stacks, but Spirit also haven't had the chance to bank these stacks in the first place. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
A little short there.
Flag bearer as well.
Spirit are getting some nice D-Ward. It is giving you some extra gold here and limiting the damage Vision are inflicting with December.
Me pushes out past the tower, immediately punished. Now, the slowdown isn't enough for Satanic. They got him on the Bramble and the arrow, landed both of those abilities, and 9 class will return the tip back to Not Me.
Ember is turning to be a massive threat. 10-minute power runes gotta be a good one unless it's the illusion spawn. They get taken. Oh man.
First power rune of the game.
No one not happy about that. Again, you're looking for the haste and amp damage in the next 2 or 3 here. You really wanted those for the Embers. In fact, Laurel gets to steal one of those waves, huge. Baits for the Sven. Spirit just trying to defend right now.
How does this Sven versus SF matchup kind of go as the game moves along?
Crit damage, is it enough? He's so tanky.
Yeah, he can. Full bracer build makes him too much for Team Spirit to handle, even with the extra Sunstrike damage. Panic. Oh, if only they had a Sunstrike.
Yeah, they needed it.
It would have made all the difference. Instead, Collapse almost dies.
They do get double support TP bottom. That's huge for Spirit. Limiting the aggression going through the Ember right now. 9 class finds a courier kill, but that's it.
Chase after Yatoro with Moonlight Shadow, kind of trailing him as he works his way through.
Oh, not me. Does he have enough here with Sunstrike? Sunstrike's back off cooldown level 4 in the X-Sword.
Healed him up so much.
No shot now, that's for sure.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
While Rue getting chased out of bottom, they do not want to let anybody linger behind this tier 1 tower.
Gue.
Playing around the neutrals, will be able to get the cold embrace. Actually, they're going to think about gating in. SF is coming through the gate, but he managed to get stopped by the Lion. But Underlord is not going through that gate to join what is a death sentence in this bottom lane.
Gonna have to concede some early fights here because Spirit just trying to find trade. Vision know it. They're getting real aggressive right now. Vessel is around the corner for no one, and that's when the presence around the map is going to pick up significantly. Bring SF into any of these engagements, let him convert on the objective. No one's going to want to defend these towers once Satanic goes up. You'd have to really preemptively smoke there to make it happen.
Yeah, you kind of got to jump him first, kill him fast.
And that's a lot of this Sven matchup. I mentioned the carry matchup in this game. Sven can absolutely deal with Chap. You just jump, EKB, God Strength, SF doesn't fight you. Especially in this game with Alacrity on top. It's a huge carry differential. You have to hit some nice timings here if you're Satanic to really get the most out of this matchup. Of course, SF's always going to tail and be a massive threat.
So he's going to have a number of timings early on when the Sven is still kind of building up. He'll have another time later on when he gets Butterfly against Sven, right?
Potentially Aegis in line with that. You're going to maybe... I just think Invoker, it's such a tough hero to play against. It's really hard to interact with early, and then he gives your carry so much extra boost in these late game matchups. Just the Alacrity, also the Sunstrike damage on top of initiations. He's a second primary damage dealer in himself. It's tough to initiate on the Invoker. Be a real big thorn for Vision in this game. They are up 5K. So this laning stage did pan out for them quite nicely.
Very surprised there. Noticed so much farm in this game. Like, it's no surprise that Satanic gets big. He kind of gets big no matter what happens in Vision's game. But the fact that their other two cores are keeping up with the Sven.
Fat. Like, in this game, they have with initiations. Really hard to interact with early, and then he gives your carry so much extra boost in these late game matchups. The Alacrity, also the Sunstrike damage on top of initiations. He's a second primary damage dealer in himself. It's tough to initiate on the Invoker. Be a real big thorn for Vision in this game. They are up 5K. So this laning stage did pan out for them.
Goodbye, Yatoro. Matched by Satanic.
What a move there. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. They broke that gank and he still died because the execution from Vision was so on point.
Very sick play.
And what's your trade-off? Normally you're trying to get some sort of equivalent exchange. Underlord cannot push out Team Top. It has to be around this mid lane. And that is just not a target kill in this game. Just wait to tank with the double bracer build-up. We've absolutely seen the strength of Doom in this series. Middle line, Yatoro bottom. Vision going to try and continue to put more pressure into this Sven, not let him push lanes out, not let him sit down here comfortably.
It'll be the Wyvern picked off of the deep ward that they have. It's Rue. Probably pings out, not me.
Using
Carl joined in the mid lane, smoked him up, made a fast rotation up the top, but Satanic has already cleared this out. Made his way back next to this tier 2.
Dia tahu infonya nggak ada.
To go deep for that kill.
So many of these ganks, time and time again, and it'll happen.
Immaculate map read. Spirit having a hard time finding a pressure point right now. Gonna have to settle for power hammering. Try and open up the map a little bit.
They're going to have this really awkward window where this Underlord Collapse isn't really much of a hero yet until you have that Aghanim Scepter, and it's still a solid 1,500 away.
PC recovered pretty nicely here, and without stacks, you got the job done. Closing in on that Ag will make a big difference in this game. You have a lot of global capability. It's going to make your net worth count for a lot more here, even from a behind position.
Ball's getting out of sight, Moonlight Shadow. Spotted there by the Forge Spirit. Up for power run this time and
Dire has a spyglass.
Kenapa nih buffering? Woi. Woi.
Doing everything they can to dodge.
Yeah, that's the thing. You want to defend this mid tower. You also don't want to get caught in a bad fight right
Belum
now
mau
against
sampai
all
top.
the strength on no one. And don't break scenario for them.
Where Rue has to kind of come in clutch, right? He's playing behind these heroes all the time. He's kind of like some of the biggest threat that they have to be able to stop a Vision aggressive play.
Yes. There's a lot of defensive capability in this Spirit lineup. They're set up and ready for the play. You think you're just going to go on Laurel and kill him, and all of a sudden you get stuck in a pit. Firestorm, there's a Wyvern Curse. Senti's in, he's going to stun someone out of it. He did a lot of chain stun off of any sort of overextension. However, once again, Vision not forcing the issue into the mid invoker. They're hunting the Yatoro Sven. They refuse to let him hit camps down here.
And even without
Ini ada loh.
getting get dealt with,
Whoop.
we're still gonna try and find heroes in this area. Rue kind of spotted Sven a little bit out of sight. Team Spirit are beginning to group up around this tier 2.
Not
Maybe this is an
me.
opportunity for
Bye.
a fast kill, and they've got it with the Sunstrike. Here comes 9 class though.
And a
Great, trying to keep Rue alive.
Oh.
Down
Ini
Winter's
terus.
Curse. Actually backs up and
Loh.
stunning the rest of his team, but it
Malah
doesn't matter. Team
nggak mau
Spirit, their defense, they parry Vision's
Mali
aggression
tuh.
perfectly.
Nice map read from Yatoro. This time it's him knowing the gank is coming in, and Spirit just set up on it, and that's where that fight is dangerous. You do not want to overcommit
What
around
the
these
fuck?
towers
Slowly.
into all of the muck.
Pengen main ya? Bentar ya.
You're watching Sven recover off of some of these smaller jungle stacks. Weren't able to kick him out of bottom. The fact that Yatoro can sit down here is really important for Spirit right now. They
Next
want to give
BKB.
the ancient priority to the Invoker. Only one of these cores can take those ancient stacks.
Tuh.
So you need the other core to be able to farm somewhere. And the Invoker cannot
Nggak
go anywhere on
punya.
this map right now. So it
Udah
has to be
support.
Yatoro finding farm deep on the side of the map.
Perhatian.
By Vision are hunting him down here. This is very efficient for Spirit in terms of the recovery.
Ini berhasil.
And eventually the Invoker takes that back out to the set, right? He
Oh,
gets
for
to
sure.
Boots of Travel, BKB, then he's able to play out on the map with the Shard, with Ghost Walk,
Leon
pushing
dia nggak
waves,
beli apa-apa
and then this
ya.
man gets to farm the nicer parts.
It'll switch at some point. And at that point, the threat on the map
Ada
goes up a
smoke lagi
lot
dari
for
Rue.
Spirit with the gate global capability. For now, just kind of play through Yatoro. Does have Blink available. Is level 13.
Mau
He's
pakai
strong.
dagger kah?
Gotta remember this Sven has the Sunstrike behind his initiation too. There's a lot of burst damage coming out off this jump. Vision just gonna try and dodge this play right now. They're trying to just get to triple BKB in this game. It's gonna take a little bit of time here. However, they get there.
Eh sayang Jo.
They're very strong with that timing. They can absolutely take a team fight into a Roshan.
Kind of a crazy
Dua-duanya nih.
backstab, especially the fact it's just the two of them. They don't have a tier 1 tower to play off. No heroes can TP in. Yatoro trying to get the initiation and he
Aduh,
missed.
sumpah
A
kecil
fast
banget.
Shadow Realm from 9 class, and Yatoro's going to be stalled up. This is going to get real rough for him.
Oh
Terrorize,
my
push away.
God.
Nice arrow. Beautiful stuff from Dekalis to combo with that one.
Sumpah
A play
apa
call from
itu
Yatoro and
berdua
Rue
doang
goes horrifically
ini.
wrong. Vision are gifted into a fantastic fight.
So hard for either team to make aggressive plays in this game. Very quick reaction from 9 class.
Berlayang nggak sih?
Completely kills this play attempt. And you're able to bring all your heroes
Too
into it.
early.
And guess what? Tormentor, 20 seconds.
Now Vision back
Satanic
up to a
farming.
6,000 net worth lead.
Aku kaya
Every
dan
kill's going to count
farming.
for a lot when both these teams have so much lane push and farm capability.
Team
Maybe
Spirit
they
setting
get this
its
mid
trap.
tower. Really like to flip this.
Use
It's a very strong objective in this game with the Invoker and all your defensive capability. You can really bait Vision onto this objective and try and get some extra kills out of it.
Mid tower is also the one that controls that triangle, right?
For sure. See that Dark Realm come out just in time, and now all of a sudden, if you're Yatoro, you're like, please get me out of here.
That's going to be a problem for him. He may have the matchup against the SF, but you've got some very, very mobile heroes in the supports. Dark Willow and the Marauder are both difficult to kill. Ember Spirit obviously highly mobile. It'd be difficult for Yatoro to find opening for fast kills like you want.
Also just needs BKB to deal with a lot of control here. The Bramble,
Biaran
the
aja
Moonlight
spam,
Shadow, Doom's waiting for you.
Waduh,
A lot you have to worry about right now.
BKB
That's
jadi
not a problem for Satanic.
waktunya
Mask Hurricane
nge-smoke
Plank,
lagi kali.
BKB. To start working towards a silver edge. 13,000 net worth for him.
Dyer's top
Not me.
tower
Ikaw
is
din yan
about to
isa.
take
It's a
the
risk,
plunge.
isn't it? Is this a bait? There an opportunity here? He's waiting for some support to come by, and he can impale,
Uy.
Sunstrike, but instead, Vision are making a move. Finding Rue, who tries with the fly to find an opening to TP out, not to happen.
A big smoke break. This was double BKB timing for Vision on the Ember and the
Tapi
SF.
kenalan.
They get the Wisdom Shrine on the other side with the line. So honestly, Spirit,
Lihat.
they dodged that pretty successfully here.
Ois.
Not mana now. Oh, he's gonna put his head out.
Oh, okay. Done, TP,
He'll be fine.
No mana.
and doesn't have it.
Space created.
Almost ay.
Dodging this BKB window for Vision, which only left them with, you get some deep
Lalo.
wards out,
Mas
and you're
tinis.
getting to the point
Oh.
this game where you're gonna start to
Okay.
or kill Laurel trying to make a big
Without
play.
KB inside of this Aghanim Scepter, the combination of the ice wall and the pit just don't go anywhere. It doesn't matter. Before, it,
Right in a row shot for anything. Or kill Laurel trying to make a
Here,
big
without
play.
BK.
Dodging this BKB window for Vision, which only left them with, you get some deep wards out, you're getting to the point in this game where you're gonna start to more comfortable for Laurel. We're gonna see him impact the
What?
side lanes a lot
And
more.
what?
It's been centered around mid. That mid tower died. He got a
Dennis.
lot of time out of that to farm Ancients,
Lihat.
cover off of a rough lane, and now he's gonna start to do Invoker things with that Ghost Walk. Map's gonna become more difficult to play with this
stop
Meteor
it.
Sunstrike threat with a gate on
Stop it.
top of it. That's what makes it extra deadly here for these otherwise survivable heroes. Might have to pop some BKBs just to be able to get the lanes out at some point in the game.
Panel said
Better.
it's not just one or two heroes, potentially 3
Oops.
or 4 with this gold. Maybe something that
Nice.
they'll have the advantage for. Vision. What a crucial kill that would have been, catching a Toro on the TP.
Spirit are starting to outmaneuver them a little bit.
Tower is under attack.
Perhaps feeling like game 2, they're starting to flow.
Fortunately, Satanic is still the rock that is keeping that net worth solid for them. They're still holding on to a 5,000 net worth because he's just getting so much gold. Nobody's getting more gold than Satanic on the map, and that continues as he takes the tower.
Insane how much extra he gets
Satanic
compared to
farming
everybody else
pattern
in this
to eh.
event. Every minute he gets left alone, it's a net worth advantage.
Top speed. He's able to play aggressively in the right parts of the map.
He has to execute well, though. If he dies in a random fight, it's going to be a massive blow.
Aduh eh.
Through.
Yeah,
Running into
see.
the Vision duo once again. Hollis and no one searching
Waste
for
a little
kills.
time.
He's just trying to buy as much time as possible.
We're all kind of lingering around here. You don't have BKB, though.
What is he looking at?
Just looking for the next mid wave.
Using
All this net worth gets guaranteed use on the map. Closing in on
Sure, there was no Sunstrike steal. Make sure it's a little bit more difficult for Still goes for an input, and he got him off the cleave. No one pops a BKB with a terrorize inside of these brambles. These heroes are going to be held here for a while. The calls, especially now,
Arrow landed.
off of this one. They're going to firestorm, try and fight, but Satanic is too much to handle.
Yatoro,
They're trying to get
Yatoro,
Yatoro
Yatoro.
away.
Oh, no, wait.
He'll miss.
High ground hit. They just keep on missing. Yatoro is out. Collapse is making a run for it now with the pit. It's going to hold back the rest of these heroes. Oh, Vision got a bit
Ooh,
unlucky there.
I can't believe they couldn't capitalize on that more. A full duration arrow on Yatoro. SF hitting him. And he just walked it off. The armor. Doing a lot of work for Yatoro right there.
And they got the kill. They got all these Vision heroes to one side of the map immediately. Laurel TP's up to the top lane, shoving that out. The support's pushing in mid. Team Spirit knows that this is one of those windows we can claw back another 1K net worth, maybe another 2K.
They're really playing the map well. You have so much extra advantage on this SF, and you're not pulling ahead in this game. You're not finding anything with this Ember Spirit. No one's running around with Gem now. It's going to give you some extra map control. Still looking for some kills of his own. 9 assists for that Ember, not a kill to his name. Would like some extra gold here.
They actually want to defend this tier 2.
Maybe the fight this?
Phoenix quite alone.
It's really bold to go into the Aegis, though. You don't know where other heroes on the map are. You don't have
Well, bless you.
Yeah, and I think maybe the only reason they were even considering it was just because they know the BKB got used earlier.
That is
So
true.
there
Could've
was
been
a
an
real
opening.
chance they could 100-0 Satanic White,
Needs some friends.
especially with no real saves on the side of Vision. But Satanic, once again, great map read, backs out right before danger strikes.
I'm still worried for the SF in this game if Edwards doesn't come. No save in this lineup. One of the downsides of that Mirana pick, the offensive potential in the early game, maybe the ultra late Mirana scale, super nice, doesn't help the SF. Other than, I guess, Moonlight Shadow maybe giving you a little more entry into the fight. If Satanic gets jumped and blown up in this game, it's going to happen very quickly. Fight can look very one-sided.
mid.
Smoke right now for Spirit
Cool.
looking on mid. It's going to take...
Oh, he's fast with it. It won't save him, but that was an impressive bit of
Not ini
reaction
nggak mau.
time.
They're going to try and get more
Bukan
off
ya,
this.
Cok.
They'll have God Strength running.
Are you willing to run into the SF, even in 4 versus 5?
Tricky. He already has Daedalus done, almost about to hit level 20.
Yeah, you could see Vision feel confident. They're not really heading for the hills. They're not running away.
They are
Saying,
lingering.
if Spirit run into us, we can take this fight.
Smoke break.
Interesting position to be in. He doesn't really have any wards he's working off of here.
No Satanic.
He's out the
Vision's
SF.
down, but
Can you get it?
yeah, his high ground vision on Satanic.
It's one of those moments. Are you bold enough to go for this play and make the call? It's just such a high risk play. If it goes wrong, it's going to go so wrong while he has this Aegis for another minute. I don't think Spirit are too interested in trying
Surely
to bring
he's
it down.
not so alone here.
You can't gamble on it.
They'll poke at him, see what kind of response there is from Vision. Vision are going to show very soon. They were away, but now they're smoking straight into them.
Collapse.
Someone jumps here. Winner's curse, but BKB does go off from notice, and he's going to ensure they get multiple kills out of this. They'll finish off Collapse, and Rue, inside the cold embrace, stuck there long enough that the SF shows up. 2 fast kills for Vision, and off this Aegis, maybe take some objectives as well. This tier 2 bottom right for the taking, but
For Laurel top,
yeah, Vision want to keep this going.
really tough to catch. Ogre in this game, 9 class. Try and get it.
Hit him with a bramble, does land the bramble with alongside the curse.
Ay.
Force that push
What?
away.
Bilis.
Kill from Yotoro. He pops out with an amp damage. No
Double
god
damage.
strength needed.
See you later. That is some burst damage right there. Vision finding kills across the map, using this Aegis to kind of bait Spirit into a fight.
Fast ward. D-ward can't get spotted by Laurel here. Otherwise, they'll
They
know
saw
about the ward.
Distiller.
They managed to get the Distiller on him, but Titanic's far enough away. They're not actually...
Yeah, no stun setup there. You need a Yule's Marauder or something to make that kind of play. Aegis gonna expire here. It was
Ini
a successful Aegis period for Vision. Kind of a difficult one to use. You're not gonna go high ground with it. You did get that tier 2.
Crazy to me how
Oh, wait, didn't
this SF is here. He's got high ground vision in his clan ground, of course. So, but it's still just kind of crazy to me that he is going so far.
anjing anak slow mo, what the fuck? Bisa diklaim. Bang, ada slow motionnya ini apa? Kok bisa slow motion?
Not good matchup. They put this first pick SF in a little bit of a bind. He's not gonna feel insanely comfortable scaling here on his own. It has to be a team effort as you go into that late game.
It was really surprising to me they placed the double high ground.
Collapse.
Like the most obvious keyword
Apa sih
was.
namanya?
Normally,
Apa
when
nih?
you do that, it's when you're
Fire
so
from
much in control of the game, you're not leaving
Smoke
the enemy side
dari
of the map,
Spirit.
right?
I agree. It's too
Gara,
bold for your
gara.
position. If you're gonna place those high ground wards, you need to stay on those side. You need to defend those wards.
Ada
Said that he conceded
ulti
both
dari
of them.
Milan
There's
juga.
a gem running on this Invoker. And now you're flying
smoke.
blind for another 5 or 6
Kayaknya
minutes
enggak ya.
here.
Bawah.
Which is deadly
Second
against
connect.
lineups that operate off of single target jump first.
Got a good
Oop.
scan. Ember Spirit's gonna
Away
jump
na.
after it. Spots the Winter Wyvern. Great kill to start this fight out. Curse will not save here on two. And he got
Oh
two.
my God.
He got up to God Strength
He got
versus
him.
BKB. He'll go for the TP out.
TP
He's
out.
gonna line there. Everybody else.
Nah,
BKB
ntar
also TP.
lihat.
Nightfalls get him out of trouble.
Cores get out, the supports do not.
And that's the type of fight that Vision are looking for in terms of just sending the Ember on supports. He already has an Ags done. What are you going to do about that? You pretty much have to land some clutch Hex or something if no one BKBs early. There's nothing you can really do about it. It's going to create a lot of space in the fight, break the formation early. You're going to get vision on the Sven, and the second the Sven gets tagged, SF has free entry into the fight. You're not worried about getting jumped on the mechanic.
Gila
No one
kayak
has
gitu
a
ya.
really important role in this game for vision. Maybe the most important on this Ember in terms of just setting the
Bayangan
fight
aja.
up, being a nuisance, giving vision,
Apa?
letting Satanic have the confidence to go in. Another route is to put an Aegis on the SF and let him hit a building. We'll see if it ever comes to that. AK Goldie now, starting to build a little bit here off the back of that as we approach the second Roshan of this game, a minute away. If we're losing some of those wards, it's going to cost vision a bit. This next Roshan fight, you're not going to have the extra obs to place in the river.
Oh, ada bawah deh. Rame apa emang kana?
Here, take advantage of it. Vision counts so much for their lineup. Finding that jump, finding that big Wyvern first, not getting doomed on the right target. Not sure where Vision are right now. Just trying to ghost push the waves bottom, play off the map mid, try and break some more smokes here.
Ulti Mirana.
Line shadow, but they do have the Sword Sentry combo mid. Vision, if they try and shortcut through, they'll be spotted.
Lawan.
They do get spotted trying to play for power.
Dapat rune lagi, cuy.
This ward here as well.
They'll handle it.
Vision, Spirit also losing some vision in this game.
Kok ada vision?
Down to that
Considering
one
the fact they're the ones trying to dodge, it becomes real spooky when you don't have too many wards out on the map.
At least Invoker can always go shove. Pretty hard to find this hero. Force Spirits get the job done. He's going to show bottom just to try and bait some TPs. Nice little heads up play from Laurel. He's instantly out of there. Gem running on both of these mid heroes that are just untouchable right now. It's going to create a lot of pressure on the enemy team. Middle, Jitoro. I'm in that chart. Almost level 25, has the Daedalus and the Harpoon.
Bottom tower is under
He's
attack.
fat. He does a lot of burst damage with the Invoker backup. Wherever he jumps is just gone. Even if you doom him, he's still just got to sit there and cleave.
Dire's middle tower is under
Me,
attack.
trade up an arrow, blinks back.
It's Scout Yatoro.
Aduh, keluar, hampir kena.
Vision
Wipe
gets
buka
some
bisa,
information
ya.
to work with.
Enggak.
Roshan spawn time is here, so both teams are going to be playing for that
Ada
Rosh,
what?
trying to get this map control in
Bagi
this
apa
area.
ya?
Long
Strike
spawn.
even counting in hit.
Cek terus sana aja.
For Satanic, he's going to buy out going
Belum
into this
ada.
Roche fight. Farmed all this gold for a reason.
Paham internet.
Good time, yes.
Paham
Labs is always on point with
internet.
the voice lines.
All right, items coming up. Some additional utility from the Wyvern. We've got the Harpoon Daedalus for Yatoro, and he's level 23. He's getting closer and closer to that 25. He gets dodge strength damage. Alongside, as we talked about, all these levels play to Wrath of God, his innate. The hero scales better than maybe he kind of ever has.
Internet.
Invoker looking at a Shiva's next. Got an Aether Lens built up for not me. BKB required for collapse in this game. Vision, meanwhile, Satanic. Trying to go back for a Satanic, replace that Mask of Madness at some point. Notice is just thick, man. He's just full HP. He
Got
went
an
all
Aeon
the
disc, too.
bracers early. He's going an Aeon disc, and he wants to go for a heart after that.
The game plan is like
need
him
that.
paying some of the Sven hits.
Merengue.
Create some space for this SF. Because you got to remember, we talked earlier about this SF Sven matchup. You have a butterfly timing. He skipped it entirely. This SF item build is really susceptible to the Sven jump. You have no defensive capability other than a really fast Hurricane Pike. On that instant, it's only going to take 3 hits and you're just gone in this game. So he went Swift Blink. This is an insane amount of offensive potential for Satanic. And it requires the other two cores to set the fight up for it. Go on some targets, let the SF Swift Blink in, BKB, start hitting them. His damage is also going to be insane in this game. It's all about the jump. Who gets more information for their team early on? Who's able to set the control up? And this is one of those games where having instant stuns counts for a lot. That Lion, that pesky Lion, if you can find that clutch hex on a core that lets you jump and BKB first, it could be everything. You have to keep buybacks in mind as well. This is one of those games where
Enggak loh.
you commit a lot on the initiations on the side of both teams. You have to keep the buybacks in mind.
Nggak dapet
The second
killnya.
round of that fight can win you a Roshan, can win you some of these later team fights.
Ambil greedy ya. What the fuck?
Especially with how tanky two off laners are.
across the other side of the map. Vision
Smoke dari Spirit.
caught by this. The Ember Spirit might show.
Lihat nomor di atas.
One with Gem too. They cannot afford for
Mungkin.
him to be jumped on here.
Very
Oh, dari
smooth.
belakang.
They're taking the long
Ah,
road
ada
around.
info, ada nuan.
Chain, so he kind of shows Team Spirit drop a very deep lane ward.
That's a
Pasang
great
guapannya.
ops.
Main kelas.
They're patient on this.
Yeah,
It might
bentar.
pay off. The smoke is running out.
Ya terus.
They see 9 class.
Hampir aja kebrek.
Not wanting to. They don't want to force the fight under the tier 2, jumping a hero that likely has buyback in this situation.
Kembali
Not
nge-get
as well,
lagi.
so they give up the
Nggak mau
robs.
take risk.
And after the gate,
Dire's middle tower
Is a
under
torment on the
pressure.
other side.
yeah, there is.
Would
Dibalikin
be kind
sama
of
Vision.
forfeiting the Radiant side Roshan potentially, which they Sunstrike.
It's
Yet
going to
again.
switch sides now.
Kembali tower main kali bang.
Okay, playing down here. How many wards do you have left to play for the fight? They have no robs.
Laurel feeling like Vision can't get here fast enough. They'll take that tier 1
Oh,
tower, but they
nice.
are going to be here soon. Already catching
Gak ada
Not
stun,
Me.
gak ada
Arrow to
arrow.
the knee, tries to deal with the ward.
Aduh.
He's going to die. No one leaves him for more. Trying to
Bang
get the
Nawan
BKB
bantai
out of
bantai kiri
Yatoro.
kanan kiri kanan.
Arthur's
Ya toro
pretty
ya
far
toro.
away.
Ya toro ya
Blink
toro
really
ya.
wants to hold
Wardrive.
his BKB in
Ya kan?
Be able to here.
Anjing si farm.
Actually, I don't know.
Oi.
Satanic, he's super fast.
Oi.
I got the BKB
Ah,
now.
BKB
And
dong.
BKB TP. He's Sorrow.
Ya toro.
Now he's just caught and killed.
Oi.
Greedy there with
Gak mau BKB
Whatsoever for
TP
Vision,
cowok.
potentially scouting him out here.
Oh fuck. Oh ini
They
masuk
just
anjing
underestimated
gue
how much they
gede.
were going to commit for that kill. It's one of those instances you're thinking to yourself, there's no way they chased me to the corner of the map, right? Well, they did. And that SF is really fast with that Swift Blink. That's Roshan. Didn't even get the fight for it.
Yeah.
Every core pick off in this game is going to count for so much.
No one pushed so far outside of the pit. He's making sure the Winter Wyvern can't get close.
Boom.
Even maybe getting a
Perang.
jump here on Laurel.
Anjing,
Before
bahaya
BKB
nangka.
is going to drop the meteors
Mati
onto
orang nangka,
Laurel.
babi
He
ya.
gets a kill in return
Dua ya.
of that BKB
Oh,
unit.
what is happening?
Dua
Really?
kali.
Through, they
Oh.
actually, yeah,
Mati.
Gloves are going in. Whoa, Gloves, Satanic Hurricane, they
Ah.
put himself outside of the
Ah.
pit. If Roshan
Ah.
can't kill it,
Ah.
but Collapse
Dapat
can't finish
duit.
it
Oh,
off.
fuck.
He killed and Roshan
Oh,
got
gue.
it. He gets the steal.
Uh,
A massive
dapat.
pick up by the support.
Dapat aja
The
gitu.
man with the least net worth makes the
Ini.
biggest move.
What
Ah,
a
dapat lagi.
stash. Just when you thought there's no way Spirit do it again. They do it again. Stick
Slow
greedy in that
motion lagi.
situation. It does cost them a couple more heroes. But
Iya,
well worth it to take an Aegis out of this SF's hands when Vision needed this to push the net worth advantage on top of Satanic and threaten that high ground.
masih
Now
kiri.
you miss that
Ada
window, and you're left sitting in this game thinking, we want to go high ground, but can we go high ground without an Aegis? Who's going to tank all these jumps?
Jadi nggak
Who's
bisa
going to
hang
go
dengan
first against the Invoker, against the Sven,
Oh,
the Lion
dapat
Hex,
kebalik.
without a save? This is where not having that save
Nawan.
for the SF really hurts you.
Nawan.
Aegis is
Oh, spotted
supposed to
with
be
no
your save.
BKB. Here comes the Chains
No.
arrow. He's got to dodge this one, but he can't dodge the
No.
stop. Oh, Satanic. Wastes no time. BKB, amp damage, goes to work.
That is
Ya
a big
kah?
kickoff. Might be able to just run
Ya
down the mid
kah,
lane
guys?
here.
Rue may have pulled off that great move, but Spirit are still crumbling in the bigger picture here.
Leading a lot of kills right now. They played that 10 to 20 minutes really well around the map. This 25 to 35 has been Vision. Building a significant lead. Heading this SF to the big 25 talent. He really hurts with these raised
Betul.
connections.
Anjing
The
semua
big
nengkos.
crits, rated
Betul.
Shiv on top, insane attack speed. 3,500 HP. He got Pendulum as well, so a little survivability here for this SF. If he does not die in the instant burst, and he gets to swing back with the Satanic hits, you're going to be in big trouble.
Main kelas. Atas atas atas.
So much
Oh
worse
my god
with
tuh
the
anjing.
Sven.
Buka BKB ya
And
gara-gara
Invoker, next
gila-gila
turn
doang
back,
nih.
nice two-man stun, but
No way to get out of
still
here.
Mati
brought
lagi
down
nih.
all the same.
Power the Ember in this game. No one can just
Itu
run at
kenapa ya?
supports, make their life miserable. Nothing they can really do about it with so many remnants to play on. He's also almost level 25. He's
War
going to be a
Fab
big
kali,
talent
Bang.
in this game.
Tapi ya yang juga bagus.
Vision are coming alive here towards the end of this mid game. Really putting the pressure on Spirit. I don't think we've seen 5 Spirit heroes alive in the last 5 minutes. Always someone dead. Always someone getting forced off the map.
Oro loses his courier.
Everything
Have a
falling
Satanic
apart right
gun
now.
or anything, but here's the heart. Otis is getting bigger and bigger. He's able to play more more and more of the front line. The bigger threat he is, because he's kind of like, I mean, this version of Doom, right? It's kind of similar to the Centaurs. We see Shard over him, and he does double edge after double edge. In Doom's case, it's this Infernal Blade that has percentage-based damage.
It does a lot. If he just exists, he's killing you. It's the Doom you as well.
He's got that new 66 damage talent at level 20.
Juicy. Now, I was just about to say, can you go high ground in this period? Because surely that was second Roach, you got Banner, right?
Yeah.
No, Brew got the Banner too.
He got both?
He took both away. Just extra value on top of that Aegis snatch. That's insane he got both. So I guess when everybody's cursed in that pit, you have some time to click everything, right? So you killed that Banner play as well. Pretty nice here. First Banner's not as strong. However, you'll take anything extra you can get here down 15K.
Maybe we'd see a replay of that play. It was so sick.
And honestly, it could have gone better for Spirit if Vision were not very disciplined around the initial lead-in from Collapse. Because if they just killed Roche there, I think there's a very high chance Collapse snatches it with his record.
They definitely did not panic.
No, they just said, okay, we'll leave Roche. We'll just kill you. You don't have the damage to finish it. It was a smart read of the situation as
Light Shadow, they've got some entrances here. They can go after the Underlord if they want. BKB easily going out route, trying to get away from this Ember Spirit, who just keeps hunting them down time and time again. Good force tap, gets him away from the arrow. Collapse also takes that one up, and no one has to give up on the support. He's been able to get these kills most of the time, thanks to the Aghanim Scepter, not here.
Big bailout. You don't want to die near your base right here, given easy high ground. Sven did hit 25, by the way, and they did get Conjure Catalyst on the end. The damage is picking up. Just parking this Doom on the front line. Aeon Disc, 4,000 HP Doom. This is not a target you can jump lightly. Team Spirit here. Gotta find a different angle, a different path into the fight.
Rapid all the way around the round.
Wah,
Instant shadow, instant brambles, and now Weirder in an awkward spot here. They're gonna use the gate to hold back Notice.
That's not the target though.
For the kill, but yeah, he's got that hard. He's so hard to kill. Ember Spirit jumps right in. Got him inside the pit. There goes the line. Dealt with him rather easily. He's getting a hammer. Regame right now. He's not hitting anything. Now he connects onto no one. Now he fights Satanic. Once again, with the arrow, it's gonna land. Now here comes back Satanic. He's gonna get his revenge. He's gonna get the opportunity to kill Yatoro.
The buybacks are too powerful here. And the arrows from Ducalis, debilitating Spirit at every turn.
And the buyback is not the same for Team Spirit because of the net worth advantage from Vision.
He doesn't have it.
Yatoro doesn't have it, not for 500 gold.
Even if you use it here, you don't have God Strength.
Yeah.
Not the same battle. They're going to get some base damage here. You have to defend. You do have a great high ground defense lineup between the Underlord and the Invoker. You have a lot of outspam here. No BKB on Satanic, no buyback. He somehow dies here.
Can they slow this down enough? Minimize the losses. Will they
available.
Vision into going too deep?
Pressure on top of Laurel. He's going to buy out.
They're looking for an opportunity to end the game. They want to see if they can get a fight going while the Sven is dead.
It's too hard to go super deep here, though.
They're going to go for it. XF, drops a meteor. Double meteor, but the force staff got it completely out of there. Now the Doom's going to be dropped on Laurel, and Spirit thought they had a chance, but it was a total bait. And Vision, a massive opening now.
Go buy on this Invoker. 250 gold short.
But they could end the game potentially.
You got to go more here. You have the momentum. This game is flowing in your direction. You're getting a lot of economic damage.
Salah combo ini. Oke, stun dulu. Stun OD 2.
Runes to try and get buyback.
Heads up play.
Invoker is so close.
Just 60 off.
And Vision, I think off of that, say, oh, the Sven is up, and they went to get the bounty room. That must mean that Laurel has buyback. They respect it, but maybe they don't respect it. Maybe go back.
This is Butterfly. Surprise like Butterfly for Satanic, saying you don't have the evasion pierce on this Sven. I can take the man fight now. Buyback still not available. 20 gold for this Invoker. That's going to be 2 lanes. You have a tier 2 top. They're going to have to call it quits here. Up 20k with 2 lanes. They're feeling a lot more comfortable than they were before that team fight. And that's the power of buybacks in this game. They're a big deal for both teams because you have to just full send your initiation here between the Doom and the Sven.
Yeah, like SF died so casually in that last fight, but it was right
Just
next
didn't matter.
to tier 2. It didn't matter. They
Yeah.
just won it just purely through the power of net worth. You've got a 30,000 net worth SF twice.
And the only advantage you get is
Ini
Spirit in
kali-
all this is, okay, SF
Kali
doesn't
gua
have
rasa
buyback
Panik
for
yang
5
mati atau no one yang mati
minutes.
lumayan
Visions
sih.
can dodge for 5 minutes.
Sure.
Kalau ketangkap ya.
There's gonna be a Roche spawn
No
in
one
that
yang
interval.
di
That's
Cok.
the only downside for them here. It's a fast Roche, so
Yeah,
might
but
have to
I
fight
mean,
this without the SF buy.
Is it even worth it? If you were going to dodge for 5 minutes, well, then you can dodge the Aegis time.
Yeah,
just
you
as well.
can give it away. Doesn't feel good to do though.
Put the ball in Spirit's court. Let them try and use that Aegis against you aggressively.
The thing is, you're missing 2 core buybacks. You bought the Ember as well. Give Aegis to them. They need some aggressive fight, and you die.
Smoke.
It's also a spooky
Nggak ada.
situation. For Yatoro, he's going to take the time to
Nggak
try
ada.
and farm towards that MKB. Deal with the
Masih punya
butterfly
smoke
threat
satu.
before he has to fight it heads on
punya.
without the evasion pures. Not a bad idea
Lanjut
here.
apa?
That SF is incredibly scary right now. Full
Wow.
Wind Waker for Ducalis, by the way, quietly having himself a
Serius
game
nih?
here with the arrow lands, and now you get a
Dia mau alin,
save
Cok.
in this lineup, which is huge. There is no
Banyak
nullifier
yang ini.
in this lineup right now. No way to deal with the Force Staffs, the Wind Wakers on the Shadow Fiend.
No, this team has all the same game plan because Notice has queued up a Wind Waker as well.
Spirit, they're hugging a high
Ya
ground
turun
ward.
lain coy.
You do not want to fight
Here's a
Spirit.
nullifier. Underlord picks
Oh,
one up.
that's incredibly clutch at the right time.
If
Like,
they
we
think
got
the
to
Wind
find it.
Waker is the be-all, end-all save and they don't have an answer because Sven's not going to get a nullifier, they might just be shocked to see the Collapses pick one.
Spirit are all in though. They have no buys available. They have a Wyvern buy,
Wait.
not really relevant at this point in the game. Their cores are just all in.
I mean, in some
Okay,
way,
they got to Laurel's
Kok dia
buyback.
bisa masang di sini?
I'm gonna hold it here.
Vision's pretty all in for this fight. They spot
Lalu,
Laurel.
oke.
Tornado trying to stop the initiation.
Look at
Nah,
9 class.
SF.
Did they back away?
Taruh
Class in
nya.
the back.
Sneaking in
Nang
with the
tas
Moonlight
tai,
Shadow.
sumpah nang tas.
What an angle.
Nang tas. Waduh, mini robot.
At the same
Nah,
time, they
dong.
double the Lion. It's a masterpiece
Oh my
of
God, dia Toro ya.
initiation from Vision.
Ya
Now
Toro.
Yatoro, a must-win
Ya
fight.
Toro.
He's not winning this.
He
Ya
kills
Toro.
Satanic
He's not
on the
winning
middle
this.
of the carry.
Toro.
Trying once again, but he pulls back in, but it's not
Aduh,
gonna
ngaruh
work.
juga
It
nih.
is just
GG.
Satanic now. Collapse is holding this, try and get him with the pin.
Atau,
They're gonna drop the
or,
meteor.
big meteor.
Panic,
Tar.
but they can't handle him. This carry is too much.
There's another one.
Oh,
He can't kill Notice.
apa nih
Another
guys?
meteor gonna be
Mati
dropped
gak sih?
on
Oh
the strike.
shit,
There's the Wind
kenapa ini lain
Waker.
ntar?
They get
Dulu
the
aku
save.
pai.
Oh,
It's still alive. A tornado
GG.
Laurel on the run, but they are done.
It's over.
Satanic is taking it. Satanic wins the fight. He is the number
Ih,
one,
nggak bisa.
knocking out the
Oh, ada
other
yang
number
melakukan
one.
GG.
You are not number one anymore. You are just another casualty on Satanic's climb to the top. Vision's climb to top 3. Vision closing it out in just the most beautiful
Vision
way.
juga ya.
A perfect initiation. You couldn't ask for better.
And I think that's what defines this team.
Itu
Their
bahasa
support duo is
ente. Nggak ada. Oh ini bener 2 akhirnya. Bener 2 dong anjing. Salah. Ini salah. Oh my god, really. Aduh. Iron Wingku sini lagi anjing. Aduh. Ini juga udah nggak nambah ya. Falcon udah pulang ntar. Ini ente. Lah, Ultimate 67, Cok. Gila, coy. Tiga akun yang berbeda. Atau ini berapa? 55. Ini ada buat Mac. Mainin kan nih? Kirain pulang aja yang ikut. Cocok naik kelas ini anjay. Tukut.
If you
Indo Plate.
I don't know if it's perfect, bro, but you're getting there. Hey, your plan's more fun than I thought.
Automaton X told you so.
Yes, they did, and I didn't admit that. We gotta check these scrap heaps for trinkets and such. Not
Ah.
about me, but maybe try harder before I die.
Enchanted. Muertas. Snap. Tango. Imperial. Tosan. Viper. Cloak.
Any
Zeus.
automatons alive?
Clark. Daryl. Latamile. Olivier.
Think you've left everything smashed.
That is not true.
365
Got
aja.
incoming breakable toys at.
Nancy. Ursa. Latamile. Banana. Lina. Mile. L.
There's no sound sweeter than
Olivier.
smashed abomination.
Jericho. Butterfly. Pedali. Radiantil.
Lose
Infosil.
yourself to the smash it.
Warlock. Diadem. Ken. Stellar. Abaddon. Pesawal. Ini. Energi putar.
Nah, don't worry.
Full
I'm only surrounded by
buzzer.
death with no weapons
Look.
of my own.
Banyak.
Oh, I hate being
Lisan.
saved. They don't have much time left. Make
Kali.
every
Anjing
single
biasanya nggak
mess
kena.
with us.
Panik.
Well, congratulations,
Tepak.
Ants. Take it away. Double A.
Bro. Mas. Anjing gue nih klik kok.
Remember, don't leave any automatons alive.
Except for Automaton X.
There now. See how it goes. Hey, your plan's more fun than I thought. seconds, bro. Give him all the pain you've... Good job, Ants. I'll only say this once, Ants. You were right.
Busuk. Ah,
Oh no, don't come near me, I'm so scared.
Automaton Axe loves a good trap.
Remember, don't leave any automatons alive.
Except for Automaton Axe.
Here now, we'll see how it goes. Another drongo in the dunny. Yeah, kill all your brothers, but don't think of them me.
ini
Nah, don't worry. I'm only surrounded by death with no weapons of my own.
ada. Flying. Korea deh.
And we
Enak mulu. Ambil ini. Udah. Udah capek. Oh, gila, gila, gila. Predik gimana, Bos Mike? Bener 2 doang aku. Oh my god.
Gua bad boom di bawah benar.
Bebum, bebum Iron Wing.
Iya.
Cai. NK ini gila juga ya.
Ya?
Menang lawan Falcon kemarin NK.
Iya.
Lawan
Gua rasa Sumail ini lagi kuat sih. Dia
Ih,
carry.
lagi bagus sih.
Iya. Mungkin biar bisa lawan Yatoro, lawan Satani.
Mungkin sih bisa
Habis.
ketiga. Bisa ketiga sih dia ini udah.
Iya.
Juara ketiga nih.
Karena
Ya, next.
Dota sekarang kan late game terus ya.
Iya,
Jadi tergantung carry-nya kuat atau enggak biasanya.
50 menitan.
Yatoro, Sumail.
Ini asli tadi kalau support mereka nggak 9 kelas dah. Ini kalau ngeliat smoke-nya kena break dia doang loh. Anjing. Udah diputerin si 9 kelas masih dagger ke belakang. What the fuck. Najis sumpah. 9 kelas ini.
Net worth-nya wah jauh Satani ini.
Gila.
Farmingnya bukan orang.
Ya farming patternnya dia bagus. Dia nggak kayak nyari yang apa, line mati itu dia nggak diambil, mending ke jungle lah. Nggak mau take risk. Bagus sih, nggak ada kecuali aneh gitu. Liquid game 3 kok menang, nggak lihat apa. Liquid Falcon tadi kok bisa menang Liquid game 3.
Oh, game 3 itu Void. Mickey main versus Void.
Iya. Oh, sekitar kayak gitu. Aduh, fantasiku udah nggak nambah ini. Nambah sih bisa.
Jauh sih. Tim-tim lain dibanding tim Spirit sama Vision ya jauh ya.
Jauh banget sih.
Did you call me?
Jumpa Amar nih.
Langsung main turbo dia. Habis kalah. Hmm.
10 seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
Wih, ada NP, wih. Senangnya hatiku. Aganimnya mantap banget. Yandek ini pasti ntar kalah sama NK sih. Kalah sama Semail.
Yandek ini boleh midnya sih yang oke.
Kira.
Iya.
Jalurnya najis sih bos.
Prepare
Musuhnya
for
Ember,
battle.
dia telak cok. Tepak.
Io-nya kuat juga ya.
Iya.
Yang main Io mid nih nanti.
Ini siapa yang mid? Oh, Sandy ya.
30 seconds to battle.
Oke.
Right.
Skip ahead. It's a hop, skip, and a jump.
Iyo nih. Lihat orang.
At last, the
Dia main iyo busuk ya.
Ready or not, here I come. Nimbly I go.
Nah, kotak situ. Ini kan turbo. Yo, ayo.
Sprink.
Aduh. Indopretku udah pulang.
Sprink. Yes. On a wild track. Let's race.
help your bottom tower. Do you like sucking bilge water?
Full.
Yeah. Gambling on. Hightailing it.
Oh iya bisa aku hilangin.
This is fun.
Hilang. Oh, pecah
Level
cok.
1.
Pecah anjing. Aduh nggak tahu. Aku kira nggak pecah. Damage ternyata. Nipu.
Foraging. I'll trample you. Enchanting.
Aku butuh creep.
Prancing on.
Creep petir please. Ada.
Enchanting. Foraging.
Ada what?
Gordo. Sprink. Yet my sprites are with us.
Udah.
Okay.
Apa lagi?
With skip.
Iya, udah jarak. Aman.
It's a hop, skip, and a jump.
Cari creep.
Nimbly I go. How enchanting. I spring.
Nggak mau nih Pak.
Here I come. Nature tender. Uh-huh.
Sakitnya.
Yeah.
Jangan tuh.
Gambling on. Let's race. Skip ahead. Come on. Bearing you down. Come on, Spice.
Najis. Oh, oh,
Dancing on.
Your middle tower is taking a drubbing. Beacon goes out.
Prancing on.
ini nggak mau. Perfect mana deh? Nah, 1-2.
Gambling on. With skipping grace. Here I come.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Spring. Yes.
Dapat dulu lagi.
Enchanting. You okay? I spring. Healing power. After 'em.
Mana bisa?
Square mine. Get 'em.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Electric.
Don't let them dismounts
Yeah.
you.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Is that a mirage?
Nimbly I go. Charm potion. I dapple. Okay. Gotcha. Let's race. Spike.
Your middle tower is taking a drubbing.
It's a hop, skip, and a jump. Prancing on. You're mine. Skip ahead. Horns out. How enchanting. Here I come. Yeah. Charm potion.
Your top tower!
Use your word.
I just sharpen my spear and I'm ready to go. Nimbly I go. How enchanting. Gambling on. Sprink? It's a hot attack.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Mati kau. Anjing. Tapi cok. Ayah.
Did you notice they're attacking your
Let's do this.
You're heading for big war.
Sprink.
Nggak boleh. Nggak bisa sama Popo.
Yes. Charmed, I'm sure. High spring. Hoofing it. Uh-huh. Buckle down. Foraging. How enchanting. Hoofing it. Here I come. I'm learning the old way. Uh-huh. Heal us. Yes. Yes. Scepter. Nimbly I go.
Sakitnya.
They're trying to break your middle tower. What kind of who's talking? They're trying to break your middle tower.
Aduh. Oh, bener.
Get him.
Help your bottom tower.
Okay.
Douse them.
Aduh, betul.
Yeah. The buck stops here. Charmed, I'm sure. Gambling on. I'll trample you.
Paknya kemana?
Gimana killnya?
Skipping grace.
Aku datang. Fuck you. Yes. Dia silverin.
Iya silver aja ada pike juga. Bener.
Fuck.
Help your bottom tower. Your bottom tower has fallen.
Hah?
Did you notice they're attacking your bottom tower?
Here I come.
Ini. Kirain ke sana.
Okay. Charmed, I'm sure. Yes.
Gila.
After all, how enchanting.
Mid.
Nimbly I go. It's a hop, skip, and a jump. Huffing it. Spoink. Golden. You're mine. Spoink.
Minta heal ơi. Heal.
Dancing on.
Lanjut. Nggak ada.
Skipping. There you go.
Oh. Aduh. Little friend. Ya ampun. Denit. Bisa Denit. Bisa Denit.
Tidak siapa?
Nggak kena lotus sih. Little friend-nya tapi nggak bisa Denit. Padahal nggak bisa apa.
Oh Dina sendiri.
Aneh. Kena damage ini. Denit.
That's a relief. Foraging. It's a hop, skip, and a jump.
Sing a shanty for the enemy's top tower.
Hey, great! Prancing on. How enchanting. Yeah! Spring. Mm-hmm. Let's race. Uh-huh.
Angle.
Here I come.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Gambling on. Charmed, I'm sure.
Gimana?
Come on, sprites. Open it. With skipping grace. Back charmed, I'm sure. Sprite. Enchanting. Come on, sprites. Come on.
Enemy's mid tower
Okay.
down.
Another bulwark falls.
I wasn't fond of you. Let's race. How enchanting. Nature tend us.
Temen dia.
The enemy's bottom tower just
Newly I go.
Just took
the
a
enemy's bottom barracks are fallen. Fortified their structures.
Mati lo ya. Iya iya iya. Lah, nggak mati. Wang, lu atau hit? Wang. Ah. Oh, betul.
Akhirnya kuat juga ya.
Ah, babi. Asalnya kena anggarannya langsung segitu. Gue bakal reroll. Immortal. Wih. Mata. LZ. Belum punya ya. Belum punya. Ambil.
That which you have always suspected? The devil. What feel like choices may only be habits.
Sumel iyo.
Iya.
I'm looking for some sort of team fight solve here for them.
Enggak harusnya.
I mean, what's
Ada
left?
strong
It's
way.
usually Darkseer as the team fighting offlaner when Santo's gone and
Oh,
Tifa's
Loren
not
up ya
in
minnya ya.
It's the king
Lupa
of team
lah.
fighting at TI.
It is.
It's the black hole.
I feel like if you're gonna pick Enigma against DM, you better know what you're doing. This bro loves this hero. He's gonna know the ins and outs. He's gonna know where you're gonna want to farm. He's gonna know how to count.
Sumel iyo. Krom. Tapi ada necro ya. Kayak necro deh dia. Ionya CH.
It's banning time.
5 seconds remaining.
Enok efek Lorenov itu kalau standing dia bagus banget.
Seconds.
5 seconds
Main
remaining.
Enchantress sampai kalah.
Gambling on. It's a hop, skip, and a jump.
Seconds to battle.
Yes. First blood. The Wind Ranger gets there first. Spike.
Cast off the line. We embark for
Ready or not, here I come. There they are. There you go. Yeah.
Satu hit.
With skipping skip ahead.
How about this?
Foraging. Huffing it.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah.
It's a hop, skip, and a jump.
Who's out?
Prancing on. Oh, challenge. Attack. Yes. I'll trample you. I spring. Gambling on. Nimbly I go. Spoink. Charmed, I'm sure. Spoink. Here I come. With skipping grace. Yes. You're mine. On the wild track.
Double kill!
Okay.
Did you notice they're attacking your bottom tower? What kind of stick are you?
Look who's talking!
Sproink. Come on. Let's race. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Here I come. Wow. Told you.
Have a good show!
Yes. Uh-huh. Horns out.
Dire structures are fortified!
How enchanting. Gambling on. Pray tell. After 'em. Spoink. I'll trample you. There's no shame. Huffing it. It's a hop, skip, and a jump. Charmed, I'm sure.
Your bottom tower is under attack!
With skipping grace. Mm-hmm. Nimbly I go. Spoink. Enchanting. Yes. I spring. You're mine. Yeah. Prancing on. Gotcha. Okay. Let's race.
Silencer.
Huffing it.
Razor dulu.
Yeah. Spoink. Let's race. You're mine. Yes. Spoink. Come on.
There goes the enemy's bottom tower. How she go?
Foraging.
Resource-nya ngilang betulan dari lane.
Here I come. Yes. Yeah.
Denied.
How enchanting. Uh-huh. Gambling on. With skipping grace.
The enemy's middle tower.
Nature attend us. Skip ahead.
What's this? Dire fortified their structures?
Here I go. Charm red sure. Buckle down. Golden. It's a hop, skip, and a jump.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Is that a mirage?
Wild track. Uh-huh. Hightail it. Yes. With skipping grace.
The enemy's top
Frank?
tower has fallen.
Okay. High spring.
Mereka from mana sih tai? Yang betulan dari map. Main apa ya? FK mereka.
Puffin it.
Oh,
Hei. Hai, tai. Gua nge-hit dia enggak nge-visor.
Nimbly I go. Enchanting. Foraging. This is fun. Skip ahead. Prancing on. Yeah. Yes. Enchanting. It's a hop, skip, and a jump. After 'em. Spoink.
You just smashed the enemy's middle tower.
sure. Go for a dove. Come get
The
healed.
enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah.
Oh, the smell of ambergris in the morning.
Prancing on. You're mine. Yeah. Skip.
Oi. Aduh, aduh.
Yes. Oh, I was fond of them. Foraging.
Nah, ada ini kan.
How enchanting. What stops here? Spoink.
I don't think so.
Charmed, I'm sure. There they are.
I don't think so.
Oh, nice sih. Modal nice.
Let's race. Here I come. Enchanting. I spring. Bearing down. Nimbly I go. Charmed, I'm sure. There they are. Hey, great. Gambling on. Yes.
Every coin helps.
Okay. Nimbly I go. You're mine. Better and better. Foraging. Let's race. Sprink. With skipping grace. Yeah.
Bila pas pula semua lompat.
Something bad is happening to your top tower. Something bad is happening to your top tower. Your top tower just got sent to the bottom.
Enchanting. Hoofing it. High spring. Skip ahead. How enchanting. Pray tell. This is fun. Better all the time. Yeah. Conga wheel. New tracks to follow. Sproink. Okay.
Our troubles are faster than ever.
Foraging. Here I come. Charmed, I'm sure.
Aduh. Aduh.
Ayah.
Aduh.
Bisa mantul ke sono, nggak lihat.
Ayo pukul. Dan
In dust we are king.
hari mantap.
My dapples darken. High spring. Prancing on. Nimbly I go.
I'll take that.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Zap.
He lives in a rough neighborhood. Time to move.
Sama.
Skip ahead. Let's race. How enchanting. Boink. Yes. I'm not ready. Gambling on. You're mine. Enchanting. Yeah. Charmed, I'm sure. Nimbly I go.
Dire structures are fortified.
Your top tower is under attack.
Do you like shields, Robert?
Silence-nya repotin ya.
Iya. Dua kali nih.
Your top tower.
Use your words.
Terus
Went hard over.
Dike tidak guna anjing.
nggak tahu sekarang boleh gitu ya.
Your middle tower.
Kesel.
Serah
Si
enggak.
Valkyrie.
Enggak enggak.
Iya. Ngeteng doang. Dispel mantap.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Let's race.
Your top tower is under attack.
Trample you.
Your top tower has fallen.
I spring. Yeah. Yes. Prancing on. Sprink. Uh-huh. Spoink. Yes, you're mine. Horns out. Skip ahead. Enchanting. Foraging. Do for a dough. Charmed, I'm sure. Spoink. Here I come. It's a hop, skip, and a jump. Gambling on. Healers. Prancing on.
Babi lah patchnya.
I'm getting better at this.
Kena silent pertama gak mau langsung BKB dia, aneh. Mutar-mutar dulu, gua lotusin baru dia BKB. Ngabisin lotus gua.
Gambling on. How enchanting.
Masalah.
It's a hop, skip, and a jump.
Something bad is happening to your top tower.
Radiant's
Come on!
give your top
Your top barracks have fallen.
Your top barracks was snuffed out. This is dereliction of duty. Your middle tower is under attack.
Your middle tower just went hard over. Your middle barracks have fallen. To the depths with your bottom tower.
Yeah. Charmed, I'm sure. Frank?
Radiant
Here I
structures
come.
are fortified.
I spring.
Did you notice they're attacking your bottom tower?
Yes.
To the depths with your bottom tower.
Bottom barracks under attack. Your bottom barracks are lost at sea.
Satu kali
Iya.
rankernya.
And game state, map positioning,
Lah,
losing that tier 2 top.
kalah.
I'm gonna reiterate that one, right? Like not having that glyph or
Ai, 19.5.
problematic in terms of map control. Roche still not something that Yandex wants to fully commit for here at this point. The map control definitely in Yandex's favor, as you can see from the vision there. Thank you, beautiful observer.
I mean, they could if they wanted to, right? Go for the Roche. I mean,
It's not necessary, right? You
yeah.
don't want to waste time. I think
Ini
a lot of
malah
I'm
sticknya
seeing
buat
more and more of
apa?
these teams being hesitant about wasting your time going for Tormentors or Roshans. It's just so efficient to play.
I guess that's true. That is lost gold, lost XP.
Right? Like
yeah, if you're not all split up hitting creeps, then the payoff better be good.
Jadi udah
And I guess
GW Hanes.
Roshan or the Tormentor
Udah, kami
isn't
kemarin mau
always
lihat
a
nggak
good enough
bisa.
payoff.
I want to say that I'm not sure if it's Yandex, but I know Vision,
lu
they
gak
almost
ikut?
never do Tormentor. I'm pretty sure Yandex is the other
Beda
team that
hutang.
does the least Tormentors in the game. So it is some type of maximizing thing. Perhaps just it is out of the way. They don't like to have to bring multiple heroes
Ya
over there.
masih
And nowadays,
mingguan
there's not really
aja.
that many that just solo the Tormentor that are popular, right?
I like that as well. You know, then I feel.
Malah awal bulan ntar. Bisa jadi.
It's your ban, mate. 5 seconds remaining.
Ten seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
Dan dapat vocal. Salah ngeklik.
In the bag. Prepare for battle. Away hence. Over yon.
Lag gak, Nes?
Apa?
Lu nge-lag gak?
30 seconds to battle.
Enggak sih.
Pingnya tinggi.
Aman. Pingku 23.
Concentration. Avowedly.
Pingnya naik ke apa sih?
I proceed. Thus and so.
And we're clear for running.
So begins a new age of knowledge. Such tedium.
Main kiwi kan?
With speed.
Okay.
So it is said. I am committed. Knowledge is power. Bores me.
tinggi anjing.
Well, well.
IndiHome. Nggak ada internet lain nggak, Basek?
Kadang gitu dia. Jadi gua setiap kali mau fight match itu harus refresh ping dulu, lihat pingnya tinggi atau enggak. Kalau dia naik waktu in game itu stabil aja di sana.
Nggak turun-turun.
Iya, gak turun-turun.
Itu
Ya,
rotornya di mana?
sering. Hah?
Modemnya di mana? Di bawah ya?
Modemnya lantai 3, gua di lantai 1. Tapi kan colok kabelan semua ke bawah.
Oh. Nggak nyampe.
Nah,
Ada routernya
langsung.
nggak?
Ada.
My favorites. A learned one strikes. Oh, too bad. Fine. Mindfully. Hither I go. With speed. As
Oi. Yo, 冲 first club 拿9。要冲 first club 拿9。
thus and so.
在。
Most cunning. Yes.
要多大的袋子？哎，要多大的袋子？一个 bucket 这样多，那里要几个袋子？好，我跟他说了。在 first club 跟谁拿？他找谁呢？
Help your bottom tower. Goes out. As needs be.
好了。Bang, itu bawa kantong plastik mungkin agak banyak itu ke first. Bang, tolong bawa kantong plastik agak banyak mungkin ya, lalu ke first club tuh ambilin birnya kayaknya 1 paket itu atau berapa banyak, jadi dimasukin ke kantong. lalu antar ke Mia.
This bore great mystery. From naught. So it is said. True arcanery thrives. I'll proceed. Avowedly, a spell I will remember. Over yon,
Mau bisa dibuka.
Tidak bisa. Gua kenal skill.
Dia nggak punya mana.
committed. I'm well aware of it. Well-gotten gain. Away hence. Ruinous ill-fated spell. With speed. Enlightened. They'll rue the day they crossed me. Over yon.
Hampir mati. Nggak ada echo.
Ngerubinya power shot dari tadi sakit banget aja.
My favorite moment from the arcade. Orbs lightning.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Mati. Oh, enggak. Dapat lagi bawa sedang.
Such tedium. Exhort. So it is said. With speed and felicitous. My path. Behold, known only to me, spherical sorcery. Yes. A great mystery spell I will remember.
Hah? Rendah. Dapat itu.
Hah?
Dapat handball dia. Nggak bisa gerak dong.
Makanya. Dia gigit mati dulu.
Ganemnya Rubik curang ya. Ya, ganem 3-3-nya ya. Kok dapat tornado, dapat ganem juga. Curang.
Tornado ganemnya apa?
Ada tornado kecil-kecil kan. Habis itu tornado.
Esu sama Esu Gus. Esu Gus.
Aswal sama Sunstrike.
Pengen nurun bawah.
The enemy's bottom barracks have fallen.
Hah? Nggak nganu aja ya? Lah. Oh, dia sudah beli.
Tak sempat sandar dia.
Middle barracks just capsized. So noted. When did the enemy top tower fall? Pay attention, Melonhead. Dire structures are fortified. Spherical sorcery.
Ya. Mana?
Sepi main Dota. 1 jam terus. 1 match.
Belum kelar kan
So
tadi?
now we'll be able to steal away the shrine. They get their
Udah
own
belum.
shrine. They have the experience advantage.
Comeback dong.
First time in this game that
Networknya
they started to
1K
go their
tuh.
way, at least in terms of those levels.
Gila. Ini Necro sih. Necro yang kiri nggak ada yang bikin uli.
Now picked up from Chira. He has hit the OP talent, so it is there as well. He has hit
Oh, ini sih game lama banget nih harusnya.
Yang mana?
Ini lah sekarang.
Slow things down, manage things, allow Lornoff to get that scaling as well.
Ini game lama banget nih.
Lornoff is queuing up a
Necro-nya sih nggak bisa mati.
like this because it can be annoying for the Earth Spirit.
Kalau nggak ada nullifier.
They can 100 to 0 targets in one.
Tapi udah agak.
Perhaps a better option than the multiple Scotties that he has done in the past in this
Di?
game. So impressive.
Terus
that they're able to do
tadi.
this, though.
Yeah, this is
Makan
quite
dulu deh.
the comeback from Nigma Galaxy.
Chira, they buy a late gem for him, so looking like vision
Makan
control
dulu.
is what they want to go for here, and yeah, just finding Divide. If they can get him at the start of the fights, that will pretty much crush Enigma's way of taking those battles. So I think that's going to be
Ayo,
prime target
Kiwi.
number 1 for the side of Yandex. Just are they going to be able to find him? Because Divide's done a very good job of being in a very
Mau
defensive
makan.
position, as you see him right now. He's just playing in the base. He has boots of travel. He can go TP out and join his team with that. Unlikely that they can find him when he's got this.
Let's see how deep Yandex want to look.
Sending I mean, they do have double catapult coming in the mid lane. The scan comes out, though. Nigma's reading this move.
Showing here around the tier 4 Zomar coming in with a wraparound. They're going to see him. Gonna try and make them work for it, and he will. Hook shot over to the creeps. Ready to jetpack away, trying with the TP with the Hex.
Lornoff.
Lornoff's trying to counterplay. He's there to back him up. They get the black hole in on the Jira Juniors.
Only one.
Waking up into the air. Zaxa, he'll fall. Watson's going to attempt to stand his ground and fight back. Looks towards GH. They take out the IO. Now he turns over towards Lornoff.
Fear.
Caught by the fear. Pushed back into the pit. Rooted again. Lornoff this time will fall.
Magnetize continuing to go. Malady will die. A rocket ends up getting the kill there. Divide only getting the one target with the black hole. They're looking to continue the fight.
They are. Samel's going to come back across.
Thinking about going for Watson here.
It's risky. I mean, he's going to jump straight into the
Gets Chira.
Get the Reaper side down on the Chira, but they turn with the Hex. The hook shot comes in from Omar. The silence is on towards Samel. Though Samel goes down.
They're on Watson.
He's surrounded. They're long enough to bring him down.
What a fight again. It's buybacks, but they jump in, they bring the numbers.
It's a lot of buybacks. 3 buybacks, but I mean, it's a team wipe. Everybody's dead on Yandex. It's time for Nigma Galaxy to push down these lanes, see what they can get. There's still tier 2s in all the lanes, so hard to get too much.
3 buybacks to win those.
It was an expensive fight.
But they get the full cleanups again. Even though it's a single hero black hole, causes some buybacks to get the kills. Pressuring tier 2. There is a glyph. Can't get too much more out of it. But they're going to get some time for the black hole to come back up.
They are.
Right? 60 seconds until TB comes back. All 3 cores, when they come back up, black hole's back at the ready. So the fight condition is absolutely there for Enigma. Has the relocate cast delay. He doesn't have the the attack items in this game. He is transitioning into a core pretty hard on GH as well. But Yandex not overreacting with buybacks themselves. So in this next fight, they do have this win condition where these triple buybacks were used from Nigma. So they have to be careful how they do commit for this next fight on the side of Nigma as well. It's so impressive. I love to see Sumail just blinking.
I mean, I feel like there's no other team really that's playing the way that Nigma Galaxy is here at the International. They do it in their own style, and it's hard to sort of comprehend, but it works. It really does. They've finally gotten to the point where they have a net worth lead, which I said in the past, that could kind of be the kryptonite for them. They kind of play best when they're behind. See what happens now here for Nigma Galaxy.
And they secure themselves this Roche fight. 40 seconds. Black hole, it's pretty much back up. Started to get some more protective items. I like this from GH. I saw him queuing up a couple of different options. I like the Aeon disc. Needs that extra protection because he can get full focus. Smoke from Yandex.
So here's the risky time. The risky 6 minutes here for Nigma Galaxy. If they lose Lornoff, GH or Omar, they'll be gone for pretty much 2 minutes.
They do, I mean, they really, okay, on top of that, needing a black hole on multiple targets in some of these scenarios, they do need Lornoff for a lot of the fights. He is the damage for the team.
the Roche. 5 seconds. Octarine. These black holes are going to start to come up faster and faster.
Roshan. Can they contest this?
Oh, they're definitely going to go.
I mean, it's risky, but that's
with the way that they've been playing,
that's the name of the game here for Enigma Galaxy.
Sumail, start to inch forward, give some information. They see Chira.
All right.
Tries.
Force him off the cliff. Enough to sort of force Yandex to step back.
That was a meta used by Watson again. So that meta, 3/4, Nigma might look for a smoke wraparound and fighting while that meta does go down.
No.
Getting a ward down.
Forward. Going to turn straight towards him. Smash. Put the BKB immediately. Roll forward for Chira Jr. He's got his way over towards him with the Eon disc. BKB's there for GH though. Tethers away. Back to safety. Chira Jr.
Oh, the magnetize. It's spreading.
Rolling forward to Sumail. Divide trying to keep his distance for now. Lorenov turns back in. They've got the Hex on the Chira Jr. but the Wind Waker's there. It's going to buy him some safety against the storm. Chira Jr. tries to stand his way with Malady, but Malady leaps back to safety. Nobody to fall.
Device struggling to enter into the fight. He's getting zoned.
He's keeping his cool though. Still has the BKB and the black hole ready to press.
That was the terror wave to keep the metamorphosis going, but now that meta is going to be going down. BKBs also were used from Nigma, and I believe both Aeon discs were proc, so they are backing up, disengaging. They got some good wards down, but I believe Saksa did see it, might be able to get the key wards here. This is tense.
Coming up to nearly 60 minutes in this game.
It's crazy that we've gotten to this point, but Nigma's been able to do this so many times.
I was going to say, if you were watching the first 30 minutes of the game, you would not have expected to get to the point that we're at right now.
Okay, smoke is up. Meta is coming back up in about 20 seconds, so it might catch them off guard that it is going to be that fast.
Still many minutes without all these buybacks.
Right, BKB on Lorenov, right? 40-second cooldown. They have to be very careful on Nigma in these next few moments.
They do not want to get caught here. But then again, I say that. Maybe they make the call to try and do something crazy around this black hole at Divide.
It's possible.
Enigma Galaxy, they love to live on the edge. It is where they do their best.
Truly where they thrive in this tournament, at least. Words being placed out, Malady knowing information is going to be the biggest thing in this game. Seeing where this Enigma is. Big Roshan too with that refresher shard. This is a very strong one for either team if they're able to get it. 11k gold on Watson, 12k now in fact.
What does he buy? What does he sell?
Save for the bots too to potentially come back in the fights. They can bring the numbers. How long are these buybacks looking? Still about 3 minutes left on the big ones. Kumail has the Wind Waker. Has extra protection for himself.
Probably going to be tempting now for both teams to wait for the neutrals. Getting that close.
Both teams just have to be super aware of the Roche, though. If Yandex gets a quick moment to just go in there, they will be able to do it. They are going for it now.
Can Enigma Galaxy get it quick enough? They're a bit split up across the map.
Rocket will connect. It will force the roar.
Okay, and that's going to scare Yandex enough to very likely give time for Enigma Galaxy to start to close in on the Roche.
Yandex looking for a sneaky move here. They have a vision on the low ground here, but it might give them enough to go for the catch.
Let me get the jump. Who wants to go in first?
Arrow to scout.
It's going to give some information, though.
They don't see Divide, though. He's inside the Shadow Blade.
Somehow just jumping in. Trying to clear the area, see what's sort of happening, but now they're hiding out to the side.
Makan bosnya. Malady. Woi, BKB nggak sih? Davai? Davai. Selesai. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Treatment Faker membuat comebackan ini menjadi real.
To once again find these black holes to win the fight for Enigma Galaxy.
These connections are insane. The way that they're protecting each other. He's so patient too. You see Divide drop to what? 5% HP. Didn't use the BKB. Somehow holds it.
He believed in GH.
Main
a good guy to believe it.
He was right to do so.
GH, I mean his IO. Sumail getting the ultra. Look at this. Look at how low he was. Was that Lorinov jumping in and giving him a healing low?
I think it must have been.
It was.
Yeah, Lorinov had that.
And look at this play. Perfect connection. Multiple core. BKB black hole. Beautiful. Enigma is just clutching it up.
Black hole. Aku habis.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Throw a line to Radiant's middle tower. Radiant's middle tower just keeled over.
Just like your ships. Radiant's middle barracks getting what they deserve. Radiant fortified their structures. Attack the heroes.
Radiant's middle barracks are taking water. Radiant's middle barracks are falling. Radiant's courier just drowned in a pool of blood.
Minotaur Horn as well, too, to have that extra protection for the Black Hole. So sure, you don't have Refresher anymore for the double BKB Black Hole, but you do have this little extra tier 5 item.
Ada Nuli. Oh,
Look,
ya.
it's dead for GH. All now hitting that level 25 in comparison to Yandex. Clear ways to go for these wins, and for Yandex, the fights are looking quite a bit more difficult in how they have to approach them, even though they have this magnetized spreading onto everybody. They just can't deal with the threat of this BKB Black Hole.
Apparently not.
Apparently not.
And it's still the second half of the quarter of the game that we've seen so far. Just looked to be Enigma Galaxy on another level when it comes to sort of these late game maneuvers. Yandex been a little bit lost with some of these plays.
I'm getting a second wind.
He's so ready for these counter moves and somehow find a way to not get tripped up in the fashion that they have been by the last few fights.
It's hard, too, for these supports that I've seen from Yandex trying to go for these Wind Waker plays onto their course because the fights are so deep. They're so spread out. Even though you've got a Blink on the Hoodwink to go for these saves, you've got Double Leap on the Mirana, who now also had a Blink purchase for a second. They're not able to get into Wind Waker saves over and over again. Either they're dying at the start of the fights, or it's just too far for them to get to some of these cores. So they are having that difficulty. Lorinov scaling. Been fantastic in this game. Same thing for Sumail. Maybe not with the most traditional looking scaling draft, but you're absolutely seeing the power of it. And level 30, Lorinov is about to
They're getting there.
They are getting there toward these big ones, and some of these heroes have some pretty insane ones. Even the Io at some point, sure, as you said, not building toward damage, but all these things will come into favor as you do get all this together. Yandex, DM, next pickup. I'm actually shocked it took this long. I was going to mention this earlier, but it's now going back for the Carlos Crozier. I thought this could have been a big pickup for them in the mid game, but it still can have a big effect in this game at this point. Can eat some of these giant heals that come out from the IO, or even from the Necro, as we've seen. All these little things have been mattering for Enigma.
Yandex starting to slowly get the confidence to get back on the aggressive here, stepping onto Enigma Galaxy's side of the map.
they still need a way to just find this Enigma and like blink hex him or blink control him and burst him in one shot. It just hasn't been the case now for like 25 minutes or so. Been able to looking harder and harder for Watson. It's just him versus the world, and they have so many ways to just stop him. That's a Reaper from full HP. They are confident they have the follow-up.
100 seconds. Do what they want here, Enigma Galaxy. At least bring the other waves in.
Now he's gonna tag in 5 as well too. He's gonna almost be able to do it alone.
Jagoan.
Watson in some of these situations. He's tethered up. The burst damage is absurd.
Off to the side, the bounce sacks are in the trees.
Another one.
Ready to finish him off here with the help of Divine and Sumail.
This is just so impressive from them. Not having to use the black hole for these kills means they've got it at the ready for the move. Got the refresher too, so multiple sets of it.
The buybacks we've seen jumping into the faces, Sumail. I mean, he's
so confident.
He's not afraid of anything right now. He knows how much backup there is from the rest of his team and how much Yandex they're starting to really fall apart.
It's really impressive to see, like he's done this so many times in this game, just blinking forward, giving so much information.
Oh, and they're in, they're gonna hex on towards him.
Or not.
Able to get him out now. Stone form, trying to keep him safe on the underlord, but he's not able to pull the horns in. He's got the lockdown on it. Chira Jr. Wind Waker comes in to keep Chira Jr. safe this time round. Divide has to back off. He comes to an roll forward for Chira Jr. It's surrounded and pulled down Divide. The Enigma gone. Can Yandex get more? Chira Jr. caught outside the base. Another Wind Waker. Can he roll out as he comes back in?
Stoned.
Turn himself to the stone form. Slide away from them into the roll. He'll be able to survive them this time. Gets away from Lorinov.
Watson's respawning.
Lorinov slowly getting a little bit of mana back. Chira Jr. is actually backing on top of it. Lands in with the stun and the silence. Sumail comes up now. Another save comes in. Chira Jr. is going to be fine. Another fire down onto Sumail. Yandex, they'll punch back here this time round against Enigma Galaxy. Cost them a buyback on DM, but it will push them back.
Stuck around a bit too long there. DM using the buyback. Watson having the time to be able to respawn. Divide jumping in for the black hole this time, but gets punished immediately afterwards.
Siapa? Semuanya.
He does use these.
Seeing, of course,
Tadi berapa? 19.5 ya? Sekarang 41.31 loh.
From Saxa
Networknya
and Malady here to
di
just
Nikma
bail Chira
20.000.
Jr. out of numerous situations.
It feels like one of the first times they've actually been able to use it though, right? They've been having so much difficulty just getting in position to be able to assist their buddies.
Mid-nya hancur nggak? Ketik IG.
See, if Watson is actually able to attack, his damage is still ridiculous.
Say look.
In multiple of these fights,
Saat
he hasn't been
ada
able
bak.
to exhaust
Oh.
it. Get stoned.
Balik. Hampir ya.
Let's reload out.
Going to take him out of it.
Smart reload.
Do not feel confident to be able to try and force for anything more there.
Can't stop it. Yeah, they couldn't prevent GH from getting that bring out. They couldn't break the tether.
So much money on Watson.
Yeah, he just doesn't have slots.
He's got to get the Moonshot right. Still hasn't got that yet.
Nope, not yet. He's just probably thinking how he wants to replace it, what he wants to do with it.
What does he change?
I don't know if he can rely on DM to be that nullifier for him, because they do need it, it feels like.
Yeah, I feel so you maybe sliding out the Hydra's breath.
Perhaps, right? But
with the nullifier.
I don't know. It's hard to say what he wants to really do and which one he wants to replace here at this point. Multiple Krullas being queued up. Chira also looking for that option. Continuing to deliver, 67
there's
minutes.
No telling how this one's going to go.
The potential for much further is absolutely there, but only one hero, right? Only one does have that bauble, if I'm not mistaken, right? So it is this Storm Spirit who's going to continue to get that scaling every single time he does upgrade it.
Which is good news for Enigma Galaxy.
It
of course,
is.
Lorinov being pretty much the prime source of damage.
And he almost has the blue hole as well. So on top of the black hole,
they're going to have the combo.
Have that secondary threat as well,
which is going to be pretty nice. Obviously, BKB's running down to kind of the lower duration. 4 minutes of cooldown on those buybacks. Everyone else pretty much having theirs. Enigma Galaxy completely clean on the buybacks.
Anything else Devi is looking for in this game? He's pretty much hitting critical mass himself. Most of these heroes are. Arcane Blink, he's got the bots too. I mean, Devi wants to join the fight very late, right? He might even just be playing Shadowbladed hidden in the map, and then just bots 2 into the fight on top of a core so he doesn't get caught. because he wants to be nowhere near this Terrorblade and Nurse Spirit until the fight kicks off. Can't get caught first on this Enigma. Super tense moments. Roche, next 30 seconds or so.
Also worth noting, Divide does still have that refresher shard.
He does.
In the buyback.
That is very true. Nullifier, GH even having one for himself here. These Aeon discs now at this point, at least for the supports, the Wind Waker as well, it's not going to be the save this time.
That's true, yeah. Dealing with this Wind Waker.
Because no one else had it, right? Yeah, he's the only one. It's a little awkward for an IO to go ahead and do it sometimes, but he's a kind of tanky.
Yeah, he doesn't die immediately in these fights. I mean, honestly, the last few ones, he doesn't die easily at all. So GH will get to press these buttons. He'll get the Hex off, get the Nullifier off, very likely.
Omar now with the Aghanims, with that level 25 talent. Also some good scouting with these triple rockets. Does see a lot of Yandex in the area. Power Rune. It'll be a shield rune.
Sakta.
Be a shield rune.
Sakta.
70 menit. Lama banget nih dari awal udah tahu.
He's starting to pivot toward it. There's that blue hole. Storm now having it at the ready.
Padahal dari hero-nya
one of the most storms I think you'll see in some time here. Almost 50,000 net worth for him. Hook shot.
They're gonna pick off.
And that's themselves Saxon. It's a dieback. 120 seconds that he won't be there. Another jump Lornoff looking for more. Sox has been so important for the team for the stunts. It's been a bit of a slower one for him in the second half of this game, but 100 seconds without a big one of their AoE stuns.
What do you do now for Enigma Galaxy? You're running down the lane? Are you looking to take the Roshan?
Maybe look for another kill. If they do so in a position, you have great ways that you're shoving these lanes in. Bottom has Eidolons pushing in. You have Book of the Dead as well, shoving Eidolons, shoving mid as well. They have triple lane momentum pushing out, so they could even threaten Rose perhaps here with this kill. If they do want to go for that here with all these lanes pushing. They're going to start it.
I mean, they do pretty decent damage because excellent sustain now. Yep. Just at this point with how farmed everybody is pretty much in this game. I mean, we're out here. 71 minutes
71 in.
71 minutes in.
Everybody's big. Another bauble. There it is for Lornoff. 80% bonus on that Timeless.
Can they contest this 4 versus 5? Do they want to try? Team's risky.
They'll get information. They don't want to give this one away. Can they find Devi? Is Devi going to get a massive black hole? The potential is absolutely there.
This is terrifying for them. Oh, it's
arrow.
A double arrow.
All right.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
You don't really see double arrow hit corners like this. Follow it. Eyes in. X.
They're going to be able to get the Hex on the two juniors. They're on there in time to bail them out. They have the Wind Waker once more. Enough to get him up in the air, get the chance to put the BKB. He'll try and roll over towards GH, but he's falling low. Wants it coming in from the side. Jura Jr. has to roll up to safety now. The BKB coming to an end. Omar's going to get picked off outside of the push. Space is there for them to finish Roshan. They actually end up getting the kill themselves. GH, but Lornoff got the pickup. He picks up the cheese, picks up the Aegis here on the storm, makes the jump straight over to Malady. Side comes in. They'll take Malady out. Rolls here from Jura Jr. Still wants to try and go for this. Black hole again. Divide. Catching the two big calls. Catches Watson. Catches Jura Jr. as both will fall. DM goes for the BKB TP. He'll get out of there.
Devi, time and time again.
Every time, he's got the patience, he waits for the perfect moments, and he's always finding at least 2 cores minimum with these black holes.
He's just getting so much information from his cores. The Storm jumping in, zip-zapping all over, the Necro as well. Look at the damage he's Devi picking in.
I mean, this is
I solo killed Watson.
And they can buy back if they want, but he's still got this refresher shot. He can go for a second one here. Devi.
Lornoff also picked up, I believe, all of the rest of the stuff from the Roche, right? The Aegis, the cheese, the refresher shard. He does pop the refresher immediately.
Devi's ready to go again.
Push on both fronts. Top lane also dying to the Book of the Dead. Well, hopefully the A on this.
Can they buy time to not have to afford to use these buybacks? Lornoff's trying to force them out. Yeah.
They're just hitting the buildings at this point. Arrow, dodged again.
30 seconds. The 2 of them are up.
Eidolons are pushing top.
That's going to be the jump. They're going to use the buybacks on the 2 of them. See what they can do here. Roll forward over towards GH. Devi's going to be looking for that perfect opportunity. They're going to back off for now, Enigma Galaxy. And the jump back in Devi. This time he's going to catch only DM. Is it enough? It's not. He has to hold back, put a stop to the black hole, and back off. Lornoff's caught by this mass silence here. Multiple it's been sextuple silence this time. He'll somehow still be able to TP out there, GH. Sure, Junior. Looking to get on top of Watson trying to stand his ground here with the BKB. He's able to get the Sun back at the half HP. Laura flooring the man, caught by the silence, but he's surviving through it. Roll will fall, but the damage is done to Breakthrough and Junior. Watson. The back off now, buyback's coming in from Enigma Galaxy. Both Lauren off and Samel ready to return to the fight and the push.
Yandex used so much of their tank.
And
Enigma still has.
Watson DM is actually going to turn on his life with the X. What's the BKB? Shiva's got to slow them down, but the Hex is there. It's over. GG is called. Enigma Galaxy. My goodness. They take game one.
What an unbelievable recovery in this game. It peaked at what, 22K gold lead? I can't remember. But the clutch factor, Devi gets the multi-hero black holes when they needed to.
Well, I mean, we said at the start, well, for the first 30 minutes of
it's gonna be him.
It's gotta be Devi. It's gotta be Devi. And my goodness, was it Devi. He delivered time and time and time again with these black holes. And it was just too much for Yandex.
That was an unbelievable comeback from them. Just having the confidence to be able to still play around it. We said, right? The threat of the BKB Black Hole, sure, they've got Wind Wakers, but the saves, they just weren't there in multiple situations. And the big comeback, really, around that triangle, when he gets the double Black Hole at that 20K, they just start to swing things completely around. Get the Roshans, get Lauren off in order. What a recovery.
I don't think any other teams could do what Enigma Galaxy do.
They're on another level with how they play, with their type of strategy right now.
Yeah, a team that you don't want to be ahead of, you don't want to be behind. You know, Enigma Galaxy finds some sort of way to close up these games. And Yandex, I think they're going to be a little lost for words after that one. It's going to be interesting to see how they come back after that game one. What a performance. Enigma Galaxy opening up the series with an absolutely incredible victory.
The beauty of an Enigma right there. The fact that at any point, it doesn't matter what network lead your opponent has, you can always get a black hole that will change the game, that will turn the tide into your favor. Devi carried in the way that everyone needed him to, if you're an Enigma fan out there. And Senior, I just can't believe what we were able to see.
Unbelievable.
From top 3 at the International. Let that sink in for a second. Think about where they were 1, 2, 3, 4, any number of months ago.
They didn't even have this roster 2 months ago.
Holy crap.
I really think it's so cool that now at this TI, every single player on Enigma Galaxy has clutched a game. It has been the reason that they won that game. Yesterday, we had it with the supports in GH and Noma. They were the reason they were winning that game. We've had Laurenov clutch so many games, Samel clutch so many games. Now Devi Lama got the last pick Enigma, and he absolutely delivered. This was his magnum opus. This is the kind of game he's going to brag to his daughter about. He talked about it in the interview. 10 years from now, he's like, by the way, let's watch my TI 2026 game on Enigma. Like again for the 30th time.
I mean, this is a thing that, yeah, legacies are built on not just players, but also lineages as.
Anjir, 15.000 masuk 100 besar nggak itu bosnya? Belum kelihatan ya. Poinnya. Wah, nggak bisa ting. 130.000 loh. Ini orang dapat fantasi poinnya 130.000 loh. Gila. 136. Gila.
Harusnya salah sih, nggak boleh pick satu tim sih.
Kalau dia pulang duluan, sama aja.
Bukan dia, kalau misalnya lo pick core-nya Satanic, pick-nya no one. Biasa ya pasti dalam satu game yang mencolok kan Satanic doang. Statsnya No One kan kurang bagus.
Iya. Ya tergantung, ya benar. Kalau nuannya pas bagus ya Sataninya kurang. Gara-gara kill. Iya sih killnya.
Soalnya lu midnya Malerin mungkin lebih bagus.
Tapi udah pulang. Ini Malrin punya aku cuma dapat 14.000 ya. Tapi gara-gara kurir kill juga. Kurir kill camp stack. Nipu. Aduh, Hemon pulang ya hari-hari ini udah busuk ya. Punya aku Satanik tuh bagus banget nih. Creep score-nya 300%. Sama Madstone nya. Tapi cuma dapat 60.000.
Mid gua si No One itu rune grabnya tier 1 gula, sayang banget. Rune
Oh.
grab banyak juga loh.
Iya dia. Tadi lawan siapa tadi? Spirit ya? Dia dapat terus loh itu. Rune-nya. Pasti. Lawan Spirit. Lawan itu tadi apa ya? Hal kan ya? Lupa ya. Lawan Spirit. Oh iya benar, Lara pakai invoker tadi nggak ngambil rune sama sekali ya. Tapi sayangnya baru tier 1 ya. Nggak tier 300%. Rune grab. Apa ya? Ultimate 6.700. No. Ini 136.000 loh. Dia kayak mana ini? Statnya. Gila weh. %64. Aduh, nggak dapat. Dota plus aja nggak dapat. Aduh. Dota plus aja nggak dapat ini. Indo Pride Penabrang. salut sih. Ui. Hah? Gila kahul. Wah, gila. Suka ya nonton black hole kalau kena banyak. Spirit Vision Nikma yang Spirit di sini. Oh, Spirit di sini. Spirit on liquid. Bedroom melawan Yandek kah? Oh, besok ini. Vision lawan Nikma ini besok. Waduh, akankah Nikma bisa mengalahkan Papi Kuroki? Lebih besar daripada Papi. Vision ini awal tahun dia obo-obo sama Iron Wing modal. Dia obo sama Tundra. Sekarang gantian, woy. Sayang banget.
To like accept what went wrong and now move on to the future. Okay, we did this. I think a lot of the talking that has to go down is sort of you have to accept a little bit what went wrong, but you don't want to harp too much on it. So there's a fine balance there of this is kind of bad and we messed this up, but it's okay. You don't want it to be from a super negative lens of we suck and being a Debbie Downer, because that's not the time or the place for that. It's not the time to fix problems. This is the time to like accept what went wrong and now move on to the future. Okay, we did this. It's okay. We don't actually really need to change anything. Let's keep our mental stable and solid and just talk things through and refocus on ourselves, not get sucked too much into I need to do more to fix the problems. But everything was fine. It's all fine. These things just happen. And I'll go next.
Absolutely agree. And I think one of the key things you said there is sometimes I think you can get hung up on the last game and you start talking about like what happened in the game and what we should have done different. But next game's different. Dota always starts over from 0-0. Even though you're one game down, it's technically nothing changed. You're starting from scratch. Nothing from last game should affect your next game. And even though you might have messed up your positioning in this game, it doesn't mean that you're going to do it in the next game. So I feel like the faster they can reset, the faster they can leave that game behind them and just go into the game thinking it's 0-0, we're playing match 1, let's destroy them, the better.
Yeah, I think it's right on the nose. And I think they have the capability to do it. And we talk about Soxa a lot, but I think when you have this guy on your team, it just puts so much belief and so much faith into you, because this guy's just a beast. And I think there are players like this that don't talk a lot, but when they do talk, you listen. I know Zai was like that when I played with him for a little bit, and I think Soxa's like that. He's not someone who talks all the time. He's not a yapper or some goober guy. But I think after a game like that, he says, yo, guys, it's fine. I messed up. I'm sure he accepts some blame, and you're like, yeah, it's fine. This GOAT said it's fine.
Yeah, I also do remember from the Tundra vlog after they won TI, I think there was a similar moment where he just tells them, like, guys, it's all good. We're going to destroy them. So he has done it before.
He is that motivational speaker when it comes to the side of Yandex. He's been in varying different positions when it comes to a TI, but Enigma Galaxy with one game up, the question is also posed to them. how did they feel coming into a game 2? Because whilst it was a massive nail-biter towards the end and you walk away victorious, you're also sitting there with that little reminder in the back of your head, we almost got stumped. We almost had no game 1 for ourselves.
Yeah, you never want to play for the Enigma turnaround. We're going to get stomped and then we're going to claw our way back. That's never the game plan. And I think for them, they're going to look towards their lanes. While this one looked amazing towards the end of the game, I think Earthspirit just played for free for the first 25 minutes. And that's because they picked Storm into it. Earthspirit naturally counters the hero, especially with people maxing Geogrip by level 10 now. I don't think we'll see something like that be replicated. Lorenuff is going to respect whatever hero CJ has.
Yeah, I do think, in reference to the draft, though, Enigma has got some they've got something going that's, like, good for them. I think not a lot of teams would necessarily like the heroes they have, but it's this nice mix of aggression while also these big team fights scaling. Because, to be honest, I think Enigma is not quite a clean enough team to just play a draft that tries to full stomp you. I think they want some aggression in their heroes, but they also want the scaling in the team fight. And I think they're getting that a lot from Smells Necrophos. Obviously, there's some in the Enigma as well, but I think having heroes that can just run in and be tanky is a big part of why this team fighting for them is possible. It's because they have heroes that can just frontline, and that makes late game execution so much easier having a hero that is fine getting gone on. Because if you have to play like ninjas hiding in the shadows and no one can get jumped, the game is very hard.
And I think that's the problem they kind of did have for the first portion of the game. You know, they're supposed to have this impossible wall to break in the Wisp and the Necro, but Shira with his, I'm blanking hard on the name of the item, Spirit Vessel, absolutely countered that. So I think, I mean, if I'm Yandex and I'm going to this next draft, I'm thinking, like, our draft was good. We can beat IO. I don't think it's like this was some impossible game for them at all. So this is always an interesting position to be in, because I remember we used to say on Liquid a lot that we did not like losing to the same draft twice. We didn't like losing to the same concept twice. And the question here is, are they going to be willing to give them IO once more? Or do they feel like this is the only way that Enigma can win, and we don't want to give them their best heroes, and we want to mix it up for that reason?
I do hope that the takeaway isn't we lost to overcorrect, because if they're banning IO, they don't have the potential to take it for themselves as well.
You could find reassurance in what Axel said from the coach's interview as he left that booth, right? The information that Tsunami was able to get out of him is they're a team that doesn't overthink the draft. There was a potential for an IO flex. There was a potential for so many different things to come out when we saw them let through what no other team was willing to do against Enigma Galaxy. And I love that. It means he's such a straight shooter. He's able to calm the boys down a little bit in some way, shape, or form. And I love that. It means he's such a straight shooter. He's able to calm the boys down a little bit in some way, shape, or form as well. And when we do get into that game 2 draft, it is going to be a blank slate, and it is going to be very straightforward. They don't want to overcomplicate anything by too much. And he also has massive confidence. He said TB is a Watson hero. It is his hero, in fact. So I just love that everything is coming together, where we know a lot about Kuro and how he is as a coach, but not getting to hear as much from Axel, but just the small amount that he's able to give us gives me confidence that a game 2 is going to be probably even better.
Yeah, I totally agree, and it's also going to be very different because the sides will be most likely have flipped. Yandex will be first pick while they were second pick last game, and so there is no possibility that Enigma even gets IO this game. If anything, Yandex gets it or it's banned, and so the shoe is on the other foot. It's up to Enigma to decide, do we want to play against this monster of a hero that we see winning so many games right now? Same thing with the Bounty Hunter, another hero that Yandex had to ban that they now most likely will not have to if the sides have flipped. And so not only is it a new game and that it's 0-0, it's a new game and the draft order is different, which changes everything and is something that is also funny about losing in game 1, and that it won't even be the same problems you're facing as it was last game.
Yeah, there's all those elements added to it there. And I just love that we're getting some of the stats as well from what happened in game number 1. I love just knowing how long the game went, the turnaround that happened, and these questions of how different takeaways can be when you see a game play out the way that it did. That's the fun and the joy of Dota, is that no one's wrong when it comes to that was an issue. You can all be correct, but which is the one that you want to tackle right now in a best of 3?
I honestly don't know. Like, it's a hard game to draw conclusions from, because, like, so much of your game went according to game plan. Like, I don't think I could look at Yandex and be like, oh, this guy wasn't performing or something like that. So, yeah, we just have to see.
As tough as game 1 was, they're all going to have to be buckle up and be ready for game number 2.
Team Yandex versus Nigma Galaxy. Game 2.
what you were alluding to, Quinn, is correct. It is going to be Yandex with the first pick here. So that order has changed up. If an IO is left into the pool, then it's very easy for Yandex to be able to take it for themselves. And again, we've already spoken about it. They were comfortable running it mid yesterday. They were comfortable running it core yesterday. And of course, as what we've just seen, it's still very, very, very viable in the support role.
Yeah, it most certainly is, and I'm super curious to see if Nigma gives it or not. They are sort of the IO masters. They are one of the first teams. Yeah, okay, there it is. So they think the hero's too good. They respect it just as much as everybody else does. And I think this, if we get to see a game 3, I know drafts are also so interesting, the progression of them. I'd be very curious, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. I think the Necropulse ban is also very, very good. This hero has been instrumental in a lot of Nigma's wins. With the Nature's Prophet ban as well, that's a lot of the heroes that have been super key for Nigma, and so they're going to have to go to something different because there's not a draft that's going to be the same.
I mean, Earthsphere is still left in the pool. I do think that Earthsphere gave them a lot in that game 1, and I think CJ did deliver in the early game. He's had some performances on Earthsphere where I felt that he wasn't as comfortable as others we've seen, like Noah or Nisha, but in that game 1, he popped off. I really hope he doesn't lose confidence in it. And his Vibrant pick tells me he does kind of feel that he lost confidence in it.
This is a really interesting position. I actually don't know if Lorinov even wants to play Earthsphere.
He does not.
It's not the endgame carry, right? And he wants to be the scaling guy.
Yeah, I totally agree, Mira, that I think I think CJ played a great game early game. I do think you could see the lack of comfortable on the hero as more time passed. I think when you get to the late game, some of the item decisions are a little bit off. Some of the team fights letting Magnetize slip and not continue either on himself or other people. The positioning, just little tiny things. It felt like he was a little bit uncomfortable on the hero compared to some of his others. And I think there's a reason they skip on it, right? I think he's like, I'd rather not. And it seems like, hey, fair enough. We've gotten this far without playing the hero, as they've skipped it a lot before this.
Seen them win on in this main stage of TI are banned out. There is no Necro, there is no Nature's Prophet, no Wisp, no Bounty. They looked for those heroes in previous days in order to get to this point. So I feel like we're going to see something fresh from Nigma, and I'm really excited for it.
You know what's really funny about this Wyvern is when I look at Wyvern, I think of it as an anti-Lone Druid hero, but it's not a hero that I associate with Nigma, nor do I think they play particularly well. So to me, it's just, we have a win for Wyvern. They cannot Enigma us at any point, ever. Okay, we have our BKB piercing disable. We've secured a strong laner. We've secured team fight. This is not happening to us.
Yeah, that's, the BKB Black Hole is definitely off the table. I think it's also, it's funny that both teams just pick their 5s. I think that's actually quite a rare thing in drafting. Oftentimes cores are the more defining hero in drafts, and they are the ones that enable your supports. So you pick some strong dude who does a certain thing really well, and that lets you know, okay, we want follow-up damage in our supports. We want a guy who starts fights. And I think cores tend to be the heroes that let supports pick the way they want to. Whereas when you pick 2 supports like this, it doesn't actually define that much.
Nonton yang
Yeah,
Toro
it's an
ngerat
interesting
itu
way
nggak
to
prospek.
approach the draft, because I usually like to think of first
Iya.
if you're trying
Pakai
to
LD
play
anjing
like
ini.
beatable draft.
Tuh.
Itu gue liat mob dah dari awal.
That's actually really funny.
Sebenernya komentatornya lihat itu, wah anjing ini di end ya Toro.
Iya loh.
I will also tell you that Watson hates
Tuh
this
masih
hero.
backdoor loh itu.
Before this year's, yes.
Nggak masuk
Every single time he gets the
akal.
last days ban Enigma, it
Tembus
doesn't matter if he's playing
di
4
backdoorin.
he wants the ban
Nggak ada
Enigma so
trip.
bad.
Pukul mereka
Obviously,
perang.
like, Enigma in that game kind of became
Pionnya
like
mau
their
pulang
Doom.
kena
And I think another hero that can
pukul
accomplish similar
situs
goals
kan
is
lagi.
Doom, which is, you know, eventually he gets so strong, he has this big AoE disable that doesn't let you play the game, and there isn't really much you can do about it.
Tuh
I don't
hampir
know if I've
comeback
seen the
juga loh itu.
Bylama play it, but it's a hero that I feel like was really effective in the previous series,
Padahal
and a hero that
early-nya
I
busuk
think
banget tuh
personally is
udah
extremely strong, as it puts that
dapat
ticking
first
time
blood.
bomb on you.
That's a great
3-1.
I don't like it as a
3-1
concept just based
tuh.
on how lanes went in
Tri-tri
game
ke
1.
bawah
Like, they got
mati
completely
lagi, bawah
demolished on
mati
lanes, and I think
dua-duanya.
Doom does not provide that game-changing moment
Berapa
the same
tuh
way that
15-2
Enigma does
apa
to justify
15-3
losing games.
kirim.
That's fair.
Mulai balik malah intro juga tuh.
On the topic of Devi, I think the casters mentioned the moment where normally you see him like freaking out every time he gets a kill. There's some big fight. Devi like slams the desk, and the fact that he was very chill after that big black hole, which does the okay sign, I think also shows his progression as a player. That he's not super emotional anymore. He's more like even keeled and calm and chill, which I think is really important at TI. It's very easy to get sucked into those emotions, but staying calm and focused on the game and not getting sucked into this other stuff. At the end of the day, what matters is the screen in front of you. There may be all this cool stuff around you, and that's what makes it awesome and special. But what matters to you personally is the screen.
Yeah, it's always felt like he's been the type of person to keep an even temper, which is kind of rare for players who haven't experienced as many TIs as veteran players like No One, for example.
This Largo is interesting because I feel like Nigma is, in general, even like dating back to TI7 Liquid, they like to play heavy sustain drafts. And they like to play drafts where like they can group up and play together. And Largo is one of the best heroes to enable that kind of style. So I feel like this ties back into like similar concepts that we saw in the previous games where they're trying to build this unbreakable wall.
But there's a lot of burst heroes like for Yandex, like Luna and SF that they love to play, which are pretty good against Largo.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I just think it's like it fits the concept that they want to go with.
And Kez is also a burst hero. It is the melee version. It makes sense for a lane with Winter Wyvern.
Yeah, it's a solid pairing. I imagine the lane is pretty good against Largo and the tempo is high. And I think those are two of the best things against Largo because the hero is quite farmy, it's quite slow. In some ways, it's sort of a carry hero from the off lane. Even though he's a healer, so much of it is about getting those item timings. And if you're going to win the lane, and Kez is going to play faster than a lot of carries compared to something like Shadow Fiend or heroes like that, turrets, I think it fits thematically, and Watson is very, very comfortable on the hero.
Ruby.
Rubik's kind of interesting because I don't really see anything in particular that you want to pick it against.
Yeah.
There's, like, usually you want to pick it either as a, you know, you see some spells that you want to steal, or you have this lane matchup that's really good for him, or you want to prevent some sort of Underlord pick coming out because he's very effective against Underlord. But we already see Largo from Nigma, so it makes me think, like, what is it that they see here? Because I personally don't. Hoodwink's still in the pool. It worked.
Iya, Rana sih sakit banget ya, babi.
Opting for Rubik, a little bit more scaling perhaps.
Kalau udah 20 sakit tuh, 20 Agadim juga. Dia tinggal lempar-lempar arrow. 20 kanannya nambah 200 sih Starfall.
Doom or an Underlord, for example, will come out. Because a Doom or Underlord on 18 would make the Rubik very justified because it's kind of a block pick in that sense.
Yep. It has natural synergy together for sure, and it's like it's an interesting hero because at the moment I don't see that much purpose for it, but we might see it down the line.
Ambil carry mas.
Yeah, if you do get to steal arrow, it's completely bonkers, but it's kind of difficult to do so. But
yeah.
I played some pub against it, and I kept getting arrowed by a Rubik, and I was just stuck for 4 hours. So if they actually do get it, then you don't play the game anymore.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
I feel like that's the next stat we need to implement is how much time you've been stunned by the arrow specifically.
Lots is the answer.
Lots, way too much.
Nigma have also used considerably more reserve time, which I think they actually tend to dig pretty heavily into it in general. When I look at their drafts, some teams pick very quickly, they don't use that much reserve time. I think Nigma takes quite a bit of the earlier picks, and then it can cause troubles on your last pick, especially when you have the absolute last pick like they do. So it can make Lornoff's choice or whoever has the last pick here a little bit dicey.
I think it's also due to the fact that they're banned outright. It is a little bit of a trickier draft for them. They're
buat item apa ya?
Into the pool of heroes right now.
Itu kah? Apa Hydra Breast kah?
I'm kind of surprised that
Lupa ya.
came out. Big burst damage
Lihatnya
hero
cuma
can
Skadi.
fight the Kez,
Kayak nggak ada
and
Hydra itu.
like really make lives difficult for supports like Wyvern and Rubik. But you have a Hoodwink and you have a Mirana. You have like these ranged spellcasters. You don't have guys that are gonna stun for them. Like I feel like the draft looks kind of wonky to me. Unless Lornoff gets on some DK mid or something, it looks off. Maybe that's just my read.
Enggak.
Oh, there's definitely validity to that. And it's all like it's
Dia nggak Hydra
they
gara-gara
all play a
nggak mau
similar
greedy
range.
sih.
Like I think they do have disable, but it's not the kind of disable that goes in and starts stuff. It's a lot of skirmish stuff. And the issue when you have a ton of skirmish is when the game gets to sort of this 20-30 minute mark, it's not that reasonable for supports to start fights anymore. Generally, you want cores to start because the supports go in first and you say bushwhack a guy, but then suddenly you get lifted and you get insta-killed by Kez. And now you're down one hero and they have saves still waiting behind. So not having a core going into last pick that starts fights can be really weird because it can force Lornoff down a specific path because they feel like your draft needs something.
I hope they can escape that because I feel like when we've seen them shine is when Lornoff gets to be that win condition. I do think this is where Sumail's like kind of killer instinct type player could come in clutch for them, where he will just like run around and play so aggressively on the supports and try to rely on him knowing his limits extremely well to survive. But this Earth Spirit pick to me looks extremely scary. I feel like Yandex has very good draft integrity right now and some of the strongest heroes that we've seen this patch.
Yeah, they have a bunch of heroes that go in, a bunch of heroes that follow up. Great team fight, great scaling. You want to have all your bases covered and also strong lanes. If you've got all of that, if you've got good ways to play the game, but also you don't get smashed early, it's sort of like the perfect draft in theory because you don't have clear weaknesses that can be exploited and you can make moves and get the game rolling. Earth Spirit is super good against Clinks because you just find him, and if you get on him, he just dies. You're super tanky. You naturally buy Crozier, so you don't care so much about his Skelly boys. There's a lot of good things about it.
You've covered your bases as well in terms of damage variety, in that Kez is going to be very heavily physical and cause problems in that sense, while Earth Spirit's going to be popping off with magic damage, which makes it hard to itemize against this draft in the early game.
I'm trying to think of what Lornoff might play here.